I got a. All right, we got her back, guys. Sorry, we lost it for a second there. But we're back now. Had a little bit of an internet hiccup there.
One thing I want to bring up, talking about the guys and the girls at Golden Tee, you had mentioned, and this is not to take anything away from Jamie, who she's the best female player in the world. We got to give a shout out to Brittany because technically she's a women's world champion.
Correct.
So
you know what? Yeah, you're right.
She did win the purple, and she probably is the best in the world. However, currently Brittany is their reigning champion.
You're right. There was no ill intent there. I did not want to take. I'm not taking anything away from Brittany. But when we say stuff like that, that means if they played 10 times.
I say Jamie wins 6 or 7 out of 10.
We think Jamie would win 6 or 7.
Yeah.
And all 6 or 7 of those games will be by a slim margin.
Right.
But she's just a little more savvy at this point, and
more experience, right?
Brittany's getting better.
I'll tell you what, seeing how emotional Brittany was with that win,
that made me happy.
You could just tell the monkey was off her back, and I look forward to that rivalry, to those two playing each other for many, many years to come, hopefully, because they're getting 16 ladies to play in this tournament, and I'm really hoping that it gets to 32, and I don't know, the future is bright.
So
I look forward to seeing what happens.
I think so. Here's the thing. I think we're at a point. Where we could have a women's tournament at every tournament.
Yeah, I agree.
And I think Steve thinks that too. The reason they do it in Florida is because they know they can get 16 women there.
Because there's a few in Florida.
At the very least.
Yeah.
And the reason he's not doing it at the other tournaments is he's just not so sure that he's going to get the turnout.
Yeah, and there's a lot of money that is put into it. And shout out to Gary Durkee for everything that he's been doing for the tour and adding money to the women's event and his restaurant, Arnold, down there in South Carolina. So we really appreciate what Gary's doing for
I will tell you, though, I think the plan going forward is to try and do that at every tournament, but we still might be a couple years away from that. Yeah. He just has to know that we're going to have enough.
Justin's a little bit left. It's going to be a bad bounce here.
Enough people to fill a minimum bracket, and I think 16 might be the minimum or something like that.
Yeah.
But it's a lot easier to get people to go to Florida in the winter than it is to get people to come to Wisconsin.
Yeah, especially
in the late winter.
Yeah.
Do we have 16 women here? Yeah, we've got 50 of them. But we have like 3 that play Golden Tee right now.
Yeah. A few that would play if they had to.
Yes. Nice hole out there. There you go. So this guy here, I just met this guy. This is John Michon.
Okay.
And he is a Minnesota Golden Tee player that I didn't know existed until today. Because they play up north in Detroit Lakes. And I'm like, I didn't even know you guys were up there.
Who's got less hair?
So Detroit Lakes, is that one of Minnesota's 5,000 lakes?
Detroit Lakes is a city.
Oh, I wasn't saying that he lived on the water, so
that has lakes. But that's a great point. I don't actually know if there is a Detroit Lake, because there very well might be. So 18 here.
There's nothing more special than a walk-off, by the way. Getting that ace on 18 to close out your match, whether it's in a qualifier or in a match, it's a
this
beautiful
is
feeling.
Probably, I would call this almost an ideal setup.
For 18?
Yeah.
Yeah, the one thing you got to worry about is being a little too aggressive, because if you hit it too short, it could spin off. The dirt would probably save it, but you don't want it to spin off and get wet on the last hole.
Like with these new tees, I don't know if I could ask for something better than this.
Right.
Because the wind's not going to push me too far. I'm not going to come with short. I can use the side wind and just aim it and try and bite that thing into the hole.
Yeah, and the pins are in the middle and the bottom. The ice is not in play.
You got to get up?
Yep.
I'll hop in if you like.
I think I'm going to bring Mouth in. I think we're close. Brian might stay for a little bit, but I'm going to go do the check for me and Brian and make sure it's okay. We're going to bring Mouth back in, and hopefully I can see you guys later today or tomorrow.
Yeah, I'll see you in a couple minutes, Al.
All right.
Yeah, so they're closing things up here in Nordland. Mouth Sweaty Ears is going to be putting on the
My
headset.
sweaty ears, you're darn right.
Yeah.
Oh, Brian B. Mark the Mouth, Brian B. Dream team behind the mics, in the booth.
Yeah.
It's a hell of a day. How are we shooting so far?
It actually looks like I'm going to be up to play video golf. I get to play Nordland.
You do. It's
Course
fun.
number 3 at 5:05 p.m. Central Time.
Did you guys watch me blow that easy par 3?
Yeah, we did.
Trying to. I got cute. I know. I did it on purpose. They can hear me. It's loud enough. I moved it down as I was going to take you dragging my e-cigarette, not blowing your face.
We were wondering about that shot, but then your next shot with that ace was very beautiful. But Mouth, I got to run.
Yeah, go. Good luck, man.
You got
Shoot
the
it up.
solo.
Guys, I don't know what to do. I've never spoken on a stream solo. It's something I've never tried. Maybe you guys can help me out with this. Tiger with the massive 39 billion negative shot points, or 396 million negative. That's pretty good. I'm guessing that they had a rollover in their programming. So it rolls over and goes down to negative. I'm learning that in my computer science classes as we speak. So that's an interesting one right there. So now we're back on. We got Wilson, Micon, and Taylor. And that's not who we're going to be watching. Are we going to be on Gossett? We're going to have Gossett. Oh, thanks, Q, buddy. I'm here, man. Guys, I'm trying to target some holes occasionally that are giving me more risk to reward than necessary. It's not bad. I don't think I'm in any jeopardy of missing the cut line at all. 2 off was my worst, and then I'm clean and 1 off. So I'm 3 off through 3 courses. That's generally not going to miss a cut line. We're pretty good, but I got to say, these setups have been pretty darn easy. So we're okay. We're okay thus far. And I do apologize if you see me squinting looking at the TV. These highs are not what they used to be. Now, my question for everybody that I'm seeing on here, why aren't we at this tournament? I don't know if you guys know that this is always, now that NIV's gone, this is always going to be one of my favorites of the year. We can't say enough at how great the location is, and that's all Stefan and Cassie. They're fantastic. They got all the girls up here, family, friends. And guys, I don't know if many people have gotten to experience this. I'm actually in shock and awe right now. Another person just joined me in the booth. As you can see in the camera above me, he's looking good. It seems like actually Skinny Andy's put on a couple pounds back. Oh, look, I see it, baby. I mean, I'm only just.
There we go.
There we go. Maybe
Mark,
that was in
I
the
must
booth.
say I resemble that remark.
Well,
I've actually
I did switch sides.
I've actually lost about 7 pounds in the last
I'm so
month
sorry.
because I did get fat over the holidays. So
Did you really?
You know who got skinny is Kinsler. You see him?
Well, I want to do so. One of
Oh
the
my
first
God, he got
tournaments that we
skinny.
had anything streamed on at this event was me and him in the finals, and this is back in '06, I think.
Oh, geez.
So it was young. It was young us, but I was, and now we look. I mean, I swear to God, I'm looking around this room, and I feel like half of us have AIDS with how much weight we've all lost. I mean, there's a chance that there's some sort of disease going around that we're losing weight.
Evan used to be a little fat. We're looking at right now.
He's skinny. I was 50 pounds fatter.
Yeah.
I mean, it's goofy. I don't know if it's helping, though. I really don't know. My performance in the bedroom has suffered, and I was expecting better. I really do love the give and take that Andy and I have over on these. There's no Cleveland baseball game for you to yell at right now. So we got that. We got no sports. We get to talk about our Bears. My Bears making probably the best first-round pick trade I've ever seen.
Yeah.
We're going to end up with a first pick next year, too, because Carolina's going to be absolutely terrible.
Yeah.
So we're going to have the first-round pick next year and be able to trade that away for something else, too. So we're in this position. I like it.
I'd like to see you get maybe one of those, what do you call them, receivers for Justin Fields.
Well, they did. They got DJ Moore in the trade.
Yeah, well, I mean,
DJ Moore is an elite wide receiver. I want a bigger.
Yeah, right.
I want a bigger guy. I want to see what happened with Jalen Hurts happen to Justin Fields because they added A.J. Brown.
When Cole Kmet is your best receiver,
Darnell Mooney when he was healthy was solid. We have Chase Claypool, who I think gets cut, but I think he ends up getting cut because I think he might be a problem child. But let's go back to the Golden Tee. So have you played through? Where are you at now? Have you played through Nord?
Yes, I played 3. I'm at minus 90, so,
Your 30s are across the board.
Well, no, 31, 30, 29, yes. So
31, 30, 29.
Yes.
So you clean, you're 3 better.
I think just 2.
Oh, no, 30 Easter. 31, yep, you're 2 better.
Yeah.
Now, I unfortunately tried to do some fun stuff like drive 17 on Easter.
So somebody told me that Will landed the green, but then went off.
I learned something.
Was it a medium tee or a high tee?
Well, I honestly, if I'm going to try it again, what it isn't is an A1 or a C3.
It cannot be a straight. There's no way it's a straight.
Okay, I hit a 157 A1 and didn't even get to the green. It landed directly in the water.
Okay.
A high tee.
Okay.
Mike Kinney next to me hit a straight driver at it, landed maybe 5 feet below the pin, and it went all the way back in the water.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm thinking a low tee straight, 8.5.
No.
Trust me, Andy.
Low
the height.
tees, no way.
Yes, we need something that bounces forward, not backwards.
A low tee can't carry.
Are you kidding
far.
me? You realize that a low tee on Monty 18 will go farther than a high tee if you have a wind in your face, right? You have to measure the wind coefficient to the height.
Okay.
So there's some stuff to play with, but honestly, that's the first time I've seen that hole at that distance.
I've only seen the hole drivable 3 times, and all 3 times was a tail, so I had no idea what it looked like. I need to put a 7-iron in my bag for Hollywood, by the way, so I can thumb this shot.
Hollywood is.
I don't have a thumb shot for.
Are you playing? Do you have a 6?
I have an 8 and a 6.
So are you doing a +6 then, or no?
No, I don't. The only.
I
play all standard irons except for
your wedge.
Super 2.
Okay, Super 2 in all your bags, or just
no, just the ones that need it.
Petra and Eagle.
And I have a 3-bird for Eagles. I like the 3-bird.
But what about the shot underneath? Are you bouncing the one off the fairway? It's the tree shot that sometimes it's a 9 over the top. But the old school shot we used to hit was a 8, like a full almost in to bounce over the water.
14?
I want to say it's 14.
The 3 tiers?
No, the 3 tiers. There's a ton of different shots. Right. You don't need a super.
You're talking about 15?
Shorter. I think it's earlier.
Oh, 10?
Is it 10? The one with the? No, it might be 14, 13, something like that. It's a tree line at about 190 yards
14
away.
14 has the 3 tiers. Then 15 plays anywhere from 175 to 220.
Okay, but the 3 hybrid with the low tee doesn't go under those.
Yeah, it does.
I've hit it like 3 times out of 4.
Okay.
Are you hitting roll on it then with a low tee and a cut? You're going
low
flat
tee,
back.
Little cut. I hit it right through the trees.
Yeah, so okay.
I've hit a trunk, but I've never hit a branch.
Okay, so I hit branches every time.
Okay.
So maybe that's backspin
on
that.
And I like the 3 hybrid for the previous hole too. When it's one specific setup, but the 3-tier green when it's on the top right and it's a front tee, so it's about 205.
You can hit a straight 3.
It's a perfect full.
Oh, see, the 2-iron full works too though with the Super 2.
I'll show you. Let's see, this was a shot from the daily.
Well, show me that after. We can't make the world see that. So, a shot from the daily doesn't count.
Well, I made it like 5 times.
Oh, you have?
Well, on the daily setup.
You're one of the people playing the repeatable daily shots. Yes. It's okay, great. That's fantastic. Do it in a match. So far I've gone through 3 qualifiers myself. I've got 2 left. We're going to have, what's the last 2? Hollywood and Champ.
Yeah. No Eagles, unfortunately, because the Wisconsin guys drew the courses. And
there's a little bit of a touchy subject in there because the wheel spin first. They spun the wheel first, didn't like it, and then went back and had Bryce change it. So, I don't know. But, okay. And honestly, I don't think it really matters. I just really didn't want to see Champ. That course is a little boring.
I absolutely. Eagles is a course where if you get it going sideways, I mean, you can shoot a 8 or 10 off, even a good player can.
But I don't think an 8 or 10 off ends up hurting you on the cut line most of the time.
Okay.
In match play, 8 or 10 off, you probably lose, but you're not out of it yet. Because your safe shots on Eagles can sometimes backfire really hard. It's the first remastered course, I think, that remastered and translated better than the original. Now, remember the original? Shots were based off of where you were teed off at.
Well, and it was it was just too hard.
Well, no, but there was just so many shots that you couldn't have hit because of the look on the tee box. Now that's pretty good, Andy. But there's so many shots you couldn't have hit because of your position on the tee box.
So I was thinking about that. Like, for instance, number 15, the one we were talking about. I don't know how I ever hit that green unless it was a 5-wood.
No.
Unless it was a 5-wood, I don't know how I ever hit that green.
We were hitting a 2-iron to bank off the hill. We were turning left a bunch of times and banking it off the fairway across the water.
I do remember,
or there was one you could cut into the back wall.
Like number 10 a lot, we were bouncing it off the fairway with either a 2-iron or a driver, depending on the distance.
But it translates better because now you have more options.
Oh, so many more options. Many more options.
My favorite personal course of all time on any platform was Rattlesnake before live. But when it plays live, I don't like the course at all.
Right.
Some of the fun shots on that, the archway hole, the par 5, now the only play is to go over it.
Right.
You have to go over it. But back in the day, you never could go over it. We'd be hitting a
skip
driver into the rock.
And
that rock doesn't work.
It doesn't work.
It's a dead rock. Now you hit it and the ball just plugs and falls down.
I think Eagles has got the potential to be the
I think it might be the best course ever made.
And I would say it's the most difficult
to shoot par
since probably I would say Royal Cove.
Royal Cove is the most difficult to me, and then now I'm going to one up you here and say that actually we're both wrong. Sequoia Grove is the hardest.
No.
Yes,
no,
yes, Andy, because hole 17 is always drivable, and you lay up. That par on that course is 29 every time.
Yeah, if you want to hit a.
But that's fine. Is it not always drivable? Is there a setup that's...
But nobody's trying that in a match.
What, is that Golden Tee par? I actually beat Thor on sticking that in a match back in Dallas.
No, if you're down one, you're trying it.
I think we were tied, and I was just being stupid. And it worked.
How did Andy take exception on that and unplug the mic?
About the qualify... What? So no one updating the PGA. It's going to get updated. Don't worry. It's coming up, son. What is it?
So what would you do on this one, Mouth? Are you hitting this one straight or you?
Okay, so there's something I realized here, right?
Okay.
Before, I was always hitting a 10.5. Right? No matter what, because the 8.5 driver was not high enough.
Right.
But I just realized this yesterday. This tee box is actually higher than the hole.
Okay.
The straight 8.5, and I'm going for the gap right in between the bunkers.
So you're doing a straight 8.5
high tee
backspin.
Backspin because I want more height. That ball won't bounce forward enough. With backspin, that ball would have bounced up and stopped on the fringe.
I saw a guy hit it on that line, but I don't know if he was probably playing stouts.
Or maybe, well, honestly, stouts are going to be when this is drivable the most. So right now, every other ball could not get there because that's a 9 in your face, or is that a 5?
A streak will get there.
Well, at 5 miles, if that's a 9
that's
at 8 miles,
I think it's a 5.
At 9 miles per hour, stouts become the longest ball.
So you're hitting a backspin.
I'm hitting a backspin straight hammer. You got to catch a 180 or else the bounce is bad.
Sure.
There's no A1 or C3 that works. You'd have to.
I mean, you have to do a.
Well, no, you can't. I've snapped it at 158. It doesn't hang out.
You would have to do a flat and then a whip out.
And then that distance might not be enough either.
A flat whip out would work, but that's such a hard shot to get.
And the other thing is too, if the sand was still. It wasn't sticky. A lot of these would be on by hitting the ramp out of the sand.
Speaking of sticky sand, I had a.
This is kind of the sand is absolutely.
What was I playing the other day? Dusty Bend. How do you stick the green on the 9th hole with the sticky sand? It's
what's hole 9 on Dusty?
The one behind the movie screen.
Oh, I have no problem with it. You played it on the sand every time?
I would always hit it into the sand and bounce it up.
I know
you could do the thing where you hit it under over, but that's a risky
if you go
shot.
no, it's not at all. If you go to there's the hill, the highest mound. If you leave it 5 yards down on that, your height is a perfect 8.5. No spin, no tee. I mean, backspin
over the fence under the screen.
Yeah, it's perfect every time. Every time it's perfect.
I would always do a A1 through the sand, and you can't do it anymore.
No, and it's
when
there's
did
a
they
couple.
Change that? When
with the start of this year. No, the start of this
okay.
year's courses. It doesn't make any sense.
Why?
No, it's absolutely terrible. You're
it
changing.
Actually does make sense.
Okay, but here's the thing.
You're changing old courses.
We don't need it. I mean, I'm sorry. There has to be not a database limit on new surfaces. If you want to make sticky sand for this, you're great. Make a new surface, put it in the game.
But you're changing all the old courses.
Yes. Try playing Safari after the sticky sand, and some of the holes that were you'd play it off a sand hill.
Right.
The ball just stops dead. You can't. You'd have tee boxes.
Because like in actual golf, when your ball hits the sand, it doesn't bounce out. But this is an actual golf.
Okay, but it also doesn't stop on a flat wall.
Right.
The worst thing was
it would roll back down.
It would roll down to the bottom.
Yeah.
Like right now, if you're playing, let's say, what was the Eagle's Crest, right? There's that one little bean-shaped par 4 that's like it's a short one sometimes. Well, if you stick that green or trickle off, it rolls over the back edge. But it stops on the sand wall like this. I stroke limited it just because it never would move off of it. Because I'm also too stubborn to turn around. But once I messed it up one time, I'm going to beat the hole. Screw you, I'm going to win. That hole's not getting me.
Yes. Oh, no, I'm DNFing after that.
Or a putt or when you putt and miss a putt and it trickles over, it doesn't roll to the bottom of the trap. It rolls onto a wall and you can't do anything. What's that? Yeah. But guys, we've had some interesting conversations with Andy and I. It gets we get a little heated. We're a little stubborn with it. He uses all feel-based things, and I use fact-based things.
No. Yeah.
So in general,
ain't no room for facts. So you know what? You know what's funny is, speaking of that, is me and JoJo have been talking a lot since I reemerged from my hole and started banging the daily again. And he'll tell me, I hit 6 shots perfect on this round, and none of them went in. And I go,
then they're not perfect, are they?
Well, no. I go, maybe I've just played long enough to realize that
you're calling a perfect shot isn't perfect if it's not in.
Well, no, but the setups change. You can hit the right shot, and sometimes it goes in, and sometimes it doesn't.
I agree, because you do have those fluctuations where it's 1 pixel one way or the other.
You'll get a different distance on different games on the
you
same
will,
hole.
and actually one of my funny ones is Kins and I were playing a game. And we both shot 1 better, acing the same hole. And I got 2 more GSPs for it before tees. So I beat him by 2 GSPs for acing the same shot. It was awesome. That's great.
So I guess I'd always just grown to accept that kind of variance. But for somebody like him who's so I want to pull it here, I want to hit it 84, I don't do that. I pull it here and I want to hit an easy thumb. I'm not as
Yeah, no, and honestly, you got good at the daily without you're not as good. You got good at the daily without looking at a shot meter.
Yeah, correct. That's the other thing too.
It's a different mat.
I didn't have a shot meter so I didn't know if I was getting screwed.
And there's a part that they're missing, right? If you're playing a full and 3 clicks right at 87, let's say, right? Well, I'm sorry, but if you think you hit at 87, that same speed, 4 clicks right or 2 clicks right might be 88 or 86, even though it's the same exact speed.
Here's my other question. So 84, 85, 86. What if one shot I hit 84 points? Does it go to a decimal?
So the game.
Us?
Okay, so here's the thing,
Does it go to
right?
a decimal that it doesn't show?
The miles per hour is a simple calculation off of a raw data. So that rounding is going to be prone to rounding errors.
So what I'm saying is, if I know it goes in at 84, but one I hit 83.6 and one I hit 84.4, maybe one of those doesn't go in.
Correct. Absolutely correct.
So
now, your variance.
You don't understand what I'm saying?
Your variance gets yes, the rounding error. It's just like seeing people hit a
one
6-foot putt that gives you
might not
points,
go
and
in.
some people hit a 5 that don't. Yeah,
so you
very
think,
good.
Oh, I hit an 84, it has to go in. Well, it might not have been 84. It might have been 83.6. It might have been 84.4.
And the only way you can be sure of that is if you
had
the roller disconnected. No, if you had the roller disconnected and you were hitting dead straight, because even the raw data wouldn't give you a number, because there's a calculation that goes into it based off of what angles you're hitting.
But I'm saying I'm hitting a straight shot. If I'm hitting a straight thumb and I know it goes in at 84, and then one game I miss it, is it because I hit at 84.4?
I'm going to tell you that it's most likely you did not hit a straight thumb, and you have a chance of some variance because of the size of the hole and the shots that you're doing with a full. You're actually making the hole larger. I know it's goofy to hear, but
is it what is it? It's reading probably an RPM off the trackball, right? Mm-hmm. So there's got to be a range of readings that display 84. It's not just one speed. It's got to be a range of speeds that display 84.
You're right. In all actuality, you would be thinking there's a 1 mile per hour gap that it can read 84 on. Well, right? No, you have an 83.6
so if I'm
to
saying,
a 90.
If I'm saying 2,000 RPMs reads 84, well, what reads 85? Maybe 2,050? Well, what if I hit it 2,030?
No, you're definitely right. There is a range. But the thing is that raw data – Is that what's making the calculation? No, it absolutely is, and I can prove that 100%. But it's a question of is it based off of one more reading the raw data? Is it one more through the light wheel? Okay, I think we're talking over the head.
Yeah,
we are nerding out a little bit. These are the kind of things that I'll have people watching that on live streams.
Some old courses can have slightly different tee locations between looks. It's worse on the older courses, but it happens on all the courses.
I think it's
worse on the older courses, though.
Well, it's a combination, and here's what we don't know about the swing mechanic as well. I do know there are way more than one point of reading in the backswing. It's reading multiple times, and I can prove that by pulling half my swing back to C, half my swing back to A. Right. It will never be a straight back to 2. No. It will always be 40% one way or the other. Right. So that tells me it's looking like it's 5 readings during the backswing.
Okay.
So on your full, you're making all 5 be the same. That's always happening. But if you're doing like a half cut, you could be pulling it full at one point.
I don't think anybody expects super consistency out of anything but a full or a no pullback. Yeah.
Yeah, correct. And honestly, I don't. I mean, as much as it's one of the reasons
Save this for word of mouth.
Shut it, Brad. But I had always said when stouts came out that everyone else thinks they're getting better with them, but it's going to help the players like Andy Haas more than anyone else.
Oh my God!
You hate playing the other balls now. It's more fun playing with stouts,
isn't it? I can't quantify. I don't know. I just know. I don't know how much more, but I hole out so much more. I used to be during the transition. I used to be a guy that was, well, if there's one hole that's always drivable. What the fuck was that?
Kenny Callis, guys. Kenny Callis, we got attacked. We just got assaulted.
I didn't mean to swear, but
we were just assaulted, guys.
Projectile thrown at me.
But
during the transition, I was always the guy that, well, if there's one hole that's always drivable with streaks, I'm going to play streaks because I'm guaranteed that stroke. I hole out so much more with stouts, and you're much less likely to mess up.
Yeah, your consistency is through the roof. And you're spending a tenth of the money on balls now, too.
I'm trying to envision the course that would make me switch off of them right now, and I can't do it.
Because here's why. There is no – okay, the only way to make people switch off of stouts is to make them stock balls with half
stock distance.
Yeah, stock balls.
Yes.
I mean, arrows. If you gave me arrows right now that had Titans normal consistency with the arrow boost on it, I would be playing arrows on every single course because that ball can give me the biggest benefit. The problem is that when you're not hitting straight shot.
Yeah, if you miss that 180 at all.
Yeah.
Profit sharing, guys. I made $10 to throw it in ice.
Well, we're going to leave this here. We'll start a stream pot there for donations. So it's. Do they make your score better now? I don't think they do because let's be honest.
Stouts? Oh.
Why have none of you ever shot a 7 better now? If there's that much, on any regular round, yeah.
On a regular round,
I'm still there's nobody with a 5 better than a 5. I think Luna Ba had a 6 better.
Well, I've had some 5s for sure.
No, I know. I think the 5s were the top. Well, then I shot the 7, and now Luna's got a 6.
I'd have to think about that, but
no one's. I mean, you would have think everyone says how easy the course is.
Well, what holes are you most likely to make? Par 3s because you can move the tee. Mm-hmm. And non-drivable par 4s because you can place your tee. Well, if it's a 30-par course or whatever, you only got 6 of those holes.
Okay, so
you're most likely to hold.
Okay, the 7 better on mine was with Titans on Lake Powell. Is that a harder course than any of the courses we have right now?
No.
When you hear that I hold out.
No, but I think there's 5 or 6 par 3s.
Okay, well, I hold out 1 par 3 and hold out 3 par 4s. Or something. No, I'm sorry. It wasn't a crazy.
You know what I'm saying, though, Mike.
My point is, though, what if it's made it that easier and more consistent? We should be seeing 4, 5, 6 betters more, but they're never happening.
But you're also seeing. I mean, look at the cut today. The first course. 1 off with big points is Bubble Boy.
Yeah, I was 28. I was 2 off with a 54th place.
Yeah, right. So maybe the ceiling you're talking about isn't big, but the floor has come way up.
Oh no, absolutely. Now here's the thing, though, right? Okay, so now we agree the floor and your consistency is way up.
The floor is way up.
Our thought process, and I used to have the same thing. I'll never build a bag of clubs that I don't have a club that will cost me a stroke. Okay, Winding Pines is really the best example. I won't have a build-a-bag on that without the zero hybrid because that hole is one stroke no matter what.
Right.
Like you can't get it with any other club half the time.
That's like on the last iteration of tees, not this one so much, but Petra, if you don't have some kind of
no, see, I was sticking that with a driver or 3-wood, but it made it harder.
Making it so much harder. Yeah.
Agreed. So, but
you're right. So I see what you're saying on winding. Literally, you cannot hit the shot.
I mean, there was 1 or 2 times where a high wood could get through a tiny gap, but the risk was so bad.
There's got to be tropical number 11. There's setups where you cannot hit that green unless you have a Super 2 iron.
Wait, what?
Tropical number 11.
I actually
on that tuck look, you are not hitting that green without a Super 2 iron.
See, that's where I'm going to disagree because there's a line through the trees that doesn't hit anything. But we're talking about Winding Pines. You could not.
It was literally impossible. You're right.
I didn't have a Super 2 on Tropical, and I rarely laid up on that one around.
I don't think any
good
player had a bag without a zero bird on that.
Yeah, no, I know. But that's the thing, though. So we don't have that issue with anything now. There's no holes like that this year.
No.
There's no holes that right now. There's no holes that can change par because of stouts.
Boy, you don't think a couple of the Hollywood holes?
Which ones?
11 or 6? Or
Which one's 11? I'm trying to.
the downhill one that can play.
Okay, but it can change positive or negative. So
Right.
it's the same. It goes. It's not one that you always have to win.
Right.
So in that one, Stouts could be the benefit at 9 miles per hour. You can get it there.
Or it could screw you.
It could. So it's the same thing with Castleshire. Everyone
See,
says
that's the one course.
It is.
Actually, no, the one course I always thought that I would never move off streaks was Coral Ridge.
Really?
Oh, I thought there was 4 holes on that course. I thought there was number 1. I thought there was number 10. I thought there was number 4.
Okay, one is
14.
the Stouts doesn't hurt you at all on one.
I thought there was 10, 14.
The whole 18 when it was drivable, like I don't think
18,
Stouts would have ever been able.
No chance.
No, you need an outwind
I drove
and a
that
ball
probably
that
3
plays the
times,
wind.
and each time with streaks, I landed it
Yes,
this far.
and I got it with Titans once or twice, but it was, hey, guys, it really.
But that was such a rare setup.
If we're really talking, the best ball and most complete ball in Golden Tee history is the Titan ball.
Yes.
It has more attributes to it.
Yes.
It just still having the most attributes still does not negate the value of having half win.
Right.
There's really not there.
No, it's not.
So, but the floor being higher, does that necessarily mean none of the best rounds in Golden Tee are ever being shot with Stouts? My 51 on that par 5-1 was Titans. Only 7 betters Titans.
I mean,
no, but
you're talking about huge outliers, though. Like
huge outliers, but it's fact. So with the new tees, there's a lot of disappointment and a lot of awesome. Nord Allen became a great course to me now. I enjoy the hell out of it.
Wow, I think great's doing a lot of heavy lifting in that sentence, but I like the change on 16. I think 16.
I think that's fun, and that's the design of whole. Brad Tuttle designed it like that.
Did he?
Yes, that's where he wanted it.
Okay, yeah, I like. Well, and you got to remember on Norderland, we still have yet to play the original tees on that course. Because it debuted during season 2.
Yeah, correct. But
all the tee boxes are round. We have not played the original tees on that course.
I don't think they have a set for those, but maybe they will because they're going to come back as the new courses come out. We're going to be at season 8 or something like that.
Whenever
so
they mix them all together, we'll probably see some new ones on that.
Now, have you got a chance to go back to 2020 and 2021 to see what those tee boxes are like with the new season?
I don't think it affects
They do change. Yes, absolutely.
Really?
Yes, everything newer than 2018 should have new tee boxes. So
I play invites, but
I know, and I haven't noticed anything crazy. But I tell you what, Safari. One of the times I played,
you're always scooping my invites. I like it.
I honestly, I don't think okay. Here's the thing. I don't think you're going to beat me every game. I think in the long haul, it's a bad play for me to play with you.
Well,
honestly, it's a bad play for anyone to accept an invite that you're in.
Well, and you're paying with the cost of the game,
and really,
it's hard to beat the rake.
Right, and you and I, let's say we play even 500 times. You win 250, I win 250. Guess who won? IT.
Yeah, exactly.
So why am I going to do
that?
To
see how much longer I got.
Now, some people think that playing more invites with Andy Haas or with the mouth will make you better, but not seeing what we're doing live, it doesn't really help you, especially even these handicap invites, guys. And I have no problem with the handicap invites. In fact, you guys always say, oh, no handicap if you're asking for it. Maybe not you. I win my handicap invites at an 80% clip and my non-handicaps at like a 60.
How many of those invites did you do, or how many of those tournaments did you do with a handicap tournament?
Quite a few, maybe 4.
Okay, I think I played in 2 or 3 of them, and I won one. We chopped one, and
we're going to.
People would literally shit their pants when they played me. Like even though I'm laying a big
they would
number,
be blowing it. Yeah, they would blow stupid stuff.
Yeah.
The other thing though that I started doing, and I really want to do this for Golden Tee in general, I was making a sliding handicap scale based on the course.
Yeah. Oh, that's smart.
But you find out, like I just played one right now where I had Nord Allen on the old tee box, and I had to give a guy 3 strokes, and he shot a 1 better.
Yeah, you have no chance.
I don't have a chance.
Yeah, no. If I'm laying full handicap on Baja, no chance,
But Baja never bothered me, though, because anytime the course par is higher, if I'm playing a course with a low course par and it's very easy, and I'm giving strokes, that's almost impossible for me to win. Because now with my handicap being 30 on a 26 par course or 25 par course, I'm 5 down to start.
Right, yeah, no. Adjustment is.
So that is where I ended up.
Yeah.
So we could do some work with it. Now, guys, I want to go through this on 16. We just watched Kim Jong putt up that slope really well. I don't know if you've noticed this, if you heard what was done with this. So at the Nashville tournament, I ended up having to go to sudden death against CJ because on one of these 2-tiered greens on Hollywood, I barely trickled down and stuck against the wall, and CJ went way down, and he made his putt up, and it got to the hole and made it with no problem, and it took me 3 putts to get to the top. I know you know that experience from Jamaica Bay 18 a couple years back here. So
Speaking
I'm showing
it. Is Clint here?
I did not see him yet either, but I thought he was.
What the heck?
But I was actually talking with Jim Z, and I'm showing.
Wow.
I am showing Jim Z the differences. Like, look, dude, it's not cool that because he's 80 feet, he can make a putt, and I'm 70 feet, and I have no chance to make it. There's something problematic there. So now, look, in the end, we after showing some numbers, I came up with a new putt metric called putt power percentage, right?
So here's have you noticed? I noticed it on this green. I've noticed it on some of the Eagles greens. Sometimes you'll have a putt from 30 feet and it'll take off.
Okay, so and this is I was going to lead into that.
And you'll miss it because you didn't play. Okay, you played too much break because it.
Okay, forget Eagles from the mix because they pulled. There's some retroactive.
This hole is a.
So there's some retroactive code from the original course from Eagles Creek that they didn't strip out. I'm sure from the greens. So mind you, the stuff I'm going to say right now, Eagles Peak is messed up a little bit on its own. Okay, so we'll do that. But all tiered greens in 2022. Have a friction of -2 when your standard greens have a friction of 0. So what we call a turbo putt, that number that is kind of a myth, but the way we said it is a myth. What happens isn't a myth, but all of the putts on these tiered greens, whether you're on the same tier or not, they will come off hotter. So you have to play
all of them. See, I don't see it. Yes. I don't see it every time. I don't.
Well, you really don't notice it until you're outside of 30 feet. Kind of thing. There's a spot there that all the putts still have the same max up until a certain amount, so you won't notice it there. But I tell you what, if you're at the bottom tier of 16 on this, and you got that right 9 putt from 30 to 40 feet, you play that like you got the right 9 putt, you put it to the left to play a 9 break, you are putting it up the hill and into the water. Yeah, he's tilted.
So Brad says, Kevin says we won't see the original tees on Nordal until 2023 comes out.
Okay, good. So as we thought. So
there is a set of original tees.
Well, I think there's 4 seasons per year, might be 5 total, and then it'll be season 6 is like like the A boxes, season 7 is like the B boxes, yada yada yada.
Do they ever do one where all of them are
see, I kind of wish that past the year that it didn't play.
There was one year they did that. I swear to God.
I think it was a mistake almost, though. Was it the Sandhill year?
It was the Sandhill.
Because when we put the Super 2 in the bag.
It made it literally impossible to build the perfect bag.
Which was great,
You could not build the perfect bag.
Yeah, you put the Super 2 in there, and now you've ruined yourself.
Super 2,
for the second set.
If you're playing a Streaks, I think you needed a Super 2, a Super 3. You still need a Zero Bird. For 18, that was the only way you were going to stick.
I never used a Zero Bird on 18.
If you had one of the longer looks on 18 with an outwind, the water skip bump.
Oh, I never used the water
skip.
Was
the only way you were going to.
Oh, I was using the Super 2 a lot.
I'm talking about when it was
up
too
in the
far
top
for
corner.
That. I mean, when the distance was too far for that.
If it was too far for that, then I could hit a 5-wood low backspin.
Yeah,
it was a tough.
I'm saying if you're playing.
It was a tough cut in, for sure. But no, I never needed these. You found a very repeatable shot for you with the O-Bird. I don't know a lot of people that had that in their bag.
Rhineland was another one.
Rhineland, though, but honestly,
on that one,
you had the O-Bird for 18.
You needed a 2, you needed an O. I think you needed a 1-bird. I think I had a 2, a 1, and an O on that course.
Why?
Are we up?
You say you guys with the train track hole is why you guys think you needed those other
train track hole 18.
18. No, you needed a zero hybrid.
Yes.
You could not. I could feather an 8.5 sometimes low to get under it.
You also needed a Super 2.
I didn't need a Super 2.
On a short look on 18?
Why would I need a Super 2? I could just you keep thinking that you can't go low T like you couldn't go low T like 4 would and have it stay under. You just had to play a cut with roll. Because if you put any sort of forward spin on the ball, you go less, you lose height. Then with a cut, you can knock it down pretty far. Like you can make the 8.5 driver low T with a baby cut and roll be about the height of a zero hybrid before you change the tee. So, like, you didn't need it. It was just a matter of it made it harder because you had to play a cut specifically at the right speed. The Zero Hybrid had a lot more forgiveness on a shot like that, but I never played it. The Zero Hybrid's only in my bag on Winding Pines because I gave up, I quit saying I'm going to try to cut the 6-wood or the 7-wood through the gap in the trees. Even though I stuck it once or twice, I was missing it like 10 out of 11 and losing because of it. I'm stubborn like that.
All right, Marcus, it's been
No,
fun, but I've got to go.
I have to go
I'm
play
gonna
too, so we're going to lose
Hollywood.
everybody. We're going to get you a little
Brian
Brian Bernhardt
Bernhardt,
action. Guys, we're just, the knowledge is spewing out here. It's unbelievable, but if you don't realize, look, Andy Haas and I have played a lot of games, and there's going to be a lot of disagreements on it. And in the end, Andy always realizes that I'm right. He had a big argument with me for a long time about whether you want a lob wedge in your bag or not. And he was saying, well, I need that insurance just in case. Now, go figure, he sells insurance. But my basic thing is, it's just in case. It's not gaining you any strokes. If you're losing a stroke anyway, you're in trouble. So just lose your stroke and have the extra clubs to hold out a shot later on. It ends up being better. And now if you look, none of his bags have a lob wedge.
Well, the other
you
thing
can't
too,
afford in the bags these days to fit it in.
Or I'll just be Captain Obvious and stay out of the sand.
No, exactly. So that's the key, right?
But there's certain
courses. All right, so I got it, Brian. I'm going to go play my round. So you guys enjoy. Hopefully, I do something magical for you.
Yeah.
But I'll be back shortly. Have a good one, everybody.
Things are going to get a little bit quieter now that the mouth is moving on to play. I don't know if Evan's going to jump on. Yeah, Evan Gossett. Yeah. They don't have the intro music ready for you yet. You haven't quite gotten there.
Did they have the intro music?
No, the intro's not ready yet. No, years in the making. I mean, you've come a long way.
We don't get any respect around here.
I mean, the world champion Evan Gossett and inaugural PCC champ here, 19 years ago, Brian B. So,
still holding on to that one?
Yeah, still hold on to it. It's about all I got.
Yes, sir.
I got a second place finish in a few fours. So
did you chip in from like a long way on that hole? I think. That's what I hear.
Yeah, 59 yards out on Ocala.
Was that against Chris Eversole?
Chris Eversole, the one, the only. Yeah.
On Ocala. Never played that course.
Yeah, you're probably in diapers then, Evan. I'm just kidding. You're just a few years younger than me. Yeah, back when Golden Tee was hard. So here's Justin
Correct.
Wilson.
Not disagreeing with that.
So where are you at, Evan? You got 3 or 4 in the books?
I am 4 in the books.
You won 15?
I have no idea. I shot 31, 30, 27, 26. So not the greatest.
114, I think. That's
not the greatest.
No.
But whatevs.
So 26 being your last one here on.
Yeah, I
this
watered
one.
18. Yeah. Like
I saw that look. It's like a 15
jackleg,
downwind going towards the top right.
It was an easy shot. Just maybe a little too aggressive.
Did you water it long?
Yeah, barely long. Yeah.
I was watching the guys in the machine next to me because we just got done with Nordlund, So yeah, here I am, and I could probably hang out with you guys for 45 minutes the way that our machine's
The way
moving
that
along.
thing's cooking.
Oh yeah.
You got a slow roller.
Oh yeah. Hopefully we're done by the time the surf and turf is at 6 p.m. tomorrow.
So.
That's a pretty good looking shot there. Oh, he had bite on it. That was trekking right towards the hole.
Who are we watching?
Oh, that's Tiger Woods.
That's Weiger Toots.
Yeah. Justin Wilson, the guy that
what up, big dog?
He kind of had his peak here last year, getting 4th place. He knocked me out.
Who?
Justin Wilson.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he knocked me out shortly after I knocked you out of this tournament last year, if you remember that correctly. But
no.
But he got 4th place.
Don't remember that at all.
Monty's a bias. I had a couple lucky shots and he had a bad break.
I mean that was the last time you'll ever beat me.
Yeah, I mean it's kind of hard to beat you when I'm never in the top bracket. So, but yeah, Justin's a guy that he had a really good year last year. In his last few tournaments, he's kind of struggled to put a good Saturday together, and
yeah, he might have been a little bit overhyped a little bit there for a minute.
Yeah, he got the home machine, and I remember he was really dialed in on Tropical Falls. And the year the Tropical, he felt that he had an advantage over a lot of the guys because of how well he played in that course. And I don't know, maybe a guy that got a little too confident. Not sure.
I mean,
confidence is a huge part of this game, as you know.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, if you're not feeling good, then.
And you, I mean, I mean, not to put you on the spot, but I think a prime example, you had a little bit of a rut there for a year or so, right, where you got your world championship, and then you had some great tournaments, and all of a sudden, just not finishing in the top 4, top 6 where you were before, and but you win in Dallas, and 2 at the Top Gun. You're,
Yeah,
you're back there.
I think everybody kind of goes through a little mini rut. I mean, Haas had his little rut about 3 or 4 years ago where he didn't do anything, and Luna is kind of in. Not to put him on the spot, but he's kind of in a little mini rut for him. I mean, it's just what happens. You expect so much,
and you got a target in your back. You know what? Like for him being the world champion, other than him being the world champion last year, like didn't Andy Haas win like every tournament in 2022? I think he won 4 or 5.
Yeah. I mean, Haas had the same thing happen to him. I don't know if a lot of people might not remember that, but he didn't do very well for about a year and a half, 2 years.
I think what it comes down to is we're all human, right? I mean, it's.
And like you said, it also is a big confidence. Just like real golf, it's just like anything. And if you're feeling good, you're playing good.
Yep.
And then you look good, feel good, play good. That's what it is.
And when you walk up to a track ball and you've got a 20-yard chip, even before the new click chip, thing that's going on.
Well,
but you walk up there.
Let's actually name it right. It's the JoJo chip.
JoJo. Okay. Correct. Shout out to JoJo if he's listening. Yeah. Should be here, JoJo. But yeah. So before that, you walk up there to chip it, and if you think it's going to go in, your odds are going up that it's going to go in. If you're walking up there thinking, oh, this is a tough chip, I don't know if this is going to go in, they just went down. If you're swinging through the track ball, if you have more confidence, you got a better chance of making it.
Yeah, I mean, obviously it's just like when you're on the bill putting green and you feel like you can make everything.
Yeah. And speaking of making everything, that's a good try of making one right there for Justin.
Do you think Justin Wilson likes Tiger Woods?
I think he does. I mean, I'm curious if he's going to wear red tomorrow. That's what I want to know. But this is a pretty good group of guys they got in this machine here with Justin. And
who is the other? I'm sorry, I don't know the other guys.
Is it Tom Maischon? He had a walk-off on Nordland to end his game.
I know, obviously I know putts, but
yeah, he won the last tournament, didn't he?
Did he?
Yeah.
Got lucky.
Got his first win in, 7 or 8 years since a Richmond tournament.
Against me?
Was that against you?
Yeah, that was.
That's an interesting shot for Justin.
He hung that out to dry.
That is not puttable right there.
That was a little. Yeah, Putz won that tournament against me in Richmond, and we played Teal Gardens. I still remember this because.
That's 2017, isn't it?
We actually talked about this a couple days ago. He made a chip with a sand wedge he went wet on 18.
Okay, yep.
And then, the drop is behind the green.
It's like a 20-yard, 20 something, yeah.
And he pulls out a sand wedge and does like a one move on it, and then just makes it with the sand wedge to push it into overtime.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, it's bad.
Teal Gardens was good to me that year. I remember I beat putts on Teal Gardens in St. Louis that year. Then I also beat Lance Harris and Sutyak at Worlds that year on Teal. So that was just one of those courses that, for whatever reason.
I like Teal.
Yeah. It's a fun course. You get that bell hole, where you got to have a nice shot.
There's a lot of swing holes, so yeah, I could.
And hole 18 was no gimme eagle. Well, not anymore.
Well, yeah. No, with Stouts.
Not with Stouts. And here's that. Whoa, that thing came off hot to the left, and he's going to have another.
Did he try to touch that?
I don't know. That was a 9-iron.
He didn't pull it back. Pretty sure.
Nice.
I think he tried to touch
there.
it from 13 yards.
Not recommended by.
Just do the Burnsy chip.
Yeah.
Make it every time.
Yeah. Just goes in there. It's got. If you feel it's going to go in, it's going to go in.
Correct. So what do you think? Do you think hole 6 is here? Out of curiosity.
Well, I haven't played it yet.
Right
so yeah.
Okay. Well, I think it's there, but
again, that angle. It's.
But.
Going straight at it?
Yeah, I hit a 180 and I hit a 140 and I just barely cut it short.
So 145 for putts with an angle to the right, and he's on the green, no problem.
Yeah, exactly.
So, like, for me with the full wind there, curious if I can angle it.
He should be able to be fine.
Yeah, if I can angle with a 144, 145.
He can hit the front edge like he did, yeah.
That's a great shot for putts. He went up there and.
Gino, how dare you? He said that's a historic chip from Putt.
Yeah. And speaking of Gino, you know,
what up, Gino?
The Gino podcast. He knows a little bit about everybody as far as Golden Tee goes, and has all the stats to back it up. And if you got a chance, make sure to try to find his podcast. It's out there on all your different avenues of streaming.
Definitely check it out. He won't let me get on this. He won't let me get on his podcast, but
well, maybe I'll talk to him after this tournament. We'll do our post pod, and I'll have his people call your people, and maybe you guys can figure something out. Paige.
Where's Paige?
I'm kidding. That's your people.
Somebody said they want a split screen, but I don't know. They want to watch Mouth.
Oh, yeah. Mouth has his people. Speaking of people, you know. Not a bad look here. I'd put some release on this. What about you?
100%.
And he didn't need it, obviously. That's a distance.
Yeah, but you want to play it right at the hole. You
yeah.
want to release it.
Curious how he attacks this one here after that last chip that he had. It was
well,
obviously
I think he tried to tush the last one, so he's obviously.
And he's going to tush this one too. Well, he went to the 8-wood.
Nah, he's
but
I mean, he would be
the old-fashioned chip.
He would be wrong.
Man, died there at the end. Long putt for putts. This is a big one. How's that slope? He didn't even look. He just went left. Oh! Longest putt ever on that machine on this course.
Putts is so happy about it, too.
Yeah.
He looks happy.
Yeah, a man of so few emotions.
Who? Oh, Putts?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's the time of the day here, Evan. I mean, it's we're approaching 6 p.m. Central Time.
Correct.
It's getting a little loud here in the background. You know, people are starting to finish up their qualifiers.
Fire up, yeah.
Not me. I still got 2 more to go. I'll be here till 8:30 p.m. But yeah, it's you can tell there's a lot of people in the room. 150 some odd people qualifying today.
People are starting to get a little lubricated.
Yes, it's a fine way of putting it.
Adam Kramer would say.
A lot of people that have been hashtag drinking since noon.
Correct.
But speaking of which, Dave Sandmeyer, is he taking the day off of drinking? Because he told me yesterday that he was going to make the main bracket and he was not drinking today. So
there's zero chance Dave Sandmeyer is taking a day off from drinking.
Dave Sandmeyer, one of the best Golden Tee players in Wisconsin, aside from the other 10 or 12 guys that play here.
Correct.
But it was nice to meet.
So your boy Clint Grover's not here.
Yeah.
What's up with that?
We don't know. You know, we were talking about that earlier.
Strange, right?
Yeah, it's so close. It's 2.5 hour drive for him.
No, it's like an hour.
Is it an hour from Loves Park?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I drive right by it.
Doesn't make any sense. Yeah, they got the
On
nice
the
little
way
water
up.
tower there, the heart on
see
it.
it every time.
Yep.
Yep.
But yeah, I don't know. I mean, he's a guy that's always done well at this tournament.
Yeah, it's kind of weird that he's not here.
Actually, speaking of the best players in Wisconsin, you know, Love Park, Illinois.
I consider
Clint.
I consider Clint like a Wisconsin player.
Yeah, he's pretty close.
Consider him to Illinois.
He's like 20 minutes from the border and plays with the Wisconsin guys all the time.
Yeah.
Over at their arcade or whatever that's called up there.
Yeah, whatever they got going over there.
Yeah, I'm not sure if we can get this split screen or not. I see.
We asked. We're not. We are in another room from IT, so we can't really like engage and see them and tell them what to do. So if they hear us, then yeah.
But yeah, here's Justin. This is an interesting green with the slope. It's nice that it's on the bottom there. You can be a little more aggressive. You don't want to hit the slope first, but
yeah, you just want to barely carry it over.
Yeah, that's a nice smooth shot there. A little more left, that would have been real close.
Oh my, I didn't see this one.
You got a little lucky there, didn't he?
Yeah, I'd say so.
And you can't putt that, can you?
I think so. I think
it
probably
down.
plays pretty clean.
Oh wow, it did.
Oh my
You're
gosh.
right. And he's happy about that.
The gopher came out and grabbed that one.
So you said you shot 26 on this, right?
Yeah.
It was just 18 that kind of got you, and another. So par's 29 then?
Kind of embarrassing.
Oh, but you missed that one hole that push just eagled as well. So that's gonna not gonna be drivable for most players.
Right. Yeah, I think like I said, I think it's set up to about. I think it's set up to 29ish.
So 30 if you got that hole, 29 if you didn't.
No, 29 if you got.
Oh, 29 if you got it?
Yeah.
Okay. The no look, nice thumb shot.
He's fast.
Yeah, he missed that wide right.
That's what we call the strong left thumb.
Yeah.
Goes way right.
What you want to do is you want to offset that with the strong right thumb, but sometimes
Correct.
it doesn't work out that way.
Sometimes it doesn't happen that way.
This is one of those holes, too, where you got a lot of green there to work with, but you don't want to be too aggressive with roll or release as putt head bite, because if it doesn't go in the hole, it's going to trickle down in that bunker.
Yeah. I think I hit a 10.5 and just I think I hit 10.5 and make it if I remember right. I just kind of pushed it.
Looks like he's going to go a little bit to the right also. Those are two okay shots. You know, two guys are being extremely concerned. I think we can both agree that Putts mishit that.
Correct.
But I'm curious how Justin approaches this one.
He should probably.
And there's your split screen, fellas, with Mike Jaeger.
Long story short, is every Michael Jagger's voicemail when he didn't answer his phone, it was his kid for a long ass time. It was his voicemail said right when I hang him up, he was like Michael Jagger. So every time I call him that.
Long-time player out of Washington State.
Yep.
We battled in many Club Lucky contests.
Yes, sir.
I think he might have gotten himself a Mini Cooper several years ago. Or he won one of the bigger prizes.
Yeah, I think he won on like a bike or something.
Yeah, that could be it.
You know, motorcycle. Long-time player. Back when I was living in Washington.
Yeah.
Me? How about now? Yeah.
Look at the split screen with putts and mouth side by side. I'm not going to guess
what is mouth shirt.
It says, guess what I need.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
It's
One thing
faded. I can't.
Yeah. I mean, more times than not, he needs a chill pill is what he needs. But yeah, but Mike is doesn't travel to many tournaments anymore.
Yeah, he's super old school. I mean, one of the guys who.
Oh, yeah, because you were watching.
That I used to look up to a long time ago.
Did you ever look up to Jeff Bordahl? Speaking of guy,
well, I mean,
if you're listening, Jeff,
I didn't, but I did, I guess, because I mean, they were the local guys at the time when I first started playing. So we used to go to Western Regionals way back in the day, 2007-ish, when they had the regionals, when it was in Vegas.
Yeah, uh-huh.
And, yeah, went up there. Didn't really know a lot of guys.
Well, you heard of them with the live play format, right?
Yeah. I used to see them on the leaderboards and whatnot, but yeah, met up with them. Jaeger was super cool. Got super tight with Jaeger. Bordahl would show up here and there.
What about Mark Firestone? Is he another name?
Yeah, Firestone. Firestone and Jaeger used to be roommates, so I used to go up there and stay at Jaeger's house. Long ass time ago. And Mike Arrington, obviously, and Jamie.
Yeah, Mark Firestone,
Jeff Schaefer.
Oh, Jeff Schaefer, yeah. But Mark was a bronze qualifier back in the 2003 World Championships. Mm-hmm. And I'll never forget, at one of the meals at the Friday's front row, he spilled his drink until they came back out with the sippy cup for Mark.
Oh, so for Firestone?
Yeah. So he had to drink the rest of his beverages out of a little sippy
hilarious.
Cup.
Yeah, Firestone quit playing and kind of came back and started playing again a little bit, and then I haven't heard from him for a long time. But yeah.
Yeah, Jeff Schaefer. That's another name blast in the past.
Old school name, yeah.
Another West Coast name from Jim Johnson. Did you ever cross paths with him back in the day?
I don't know who that is.
Well, yeah, the one
is
thing
is he from Washington?
He was from California, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Traveled a lot, but
yeah.
The one thing that's so interesting is it's kind of a special group, like the West Coast group, because Golden Tee isn't very big out in the West Coast. for. I mean, speaking of, the weather in Washington's a little bit different than the weather in California, obviously, but it's just for whatever reason, when you get west of the Mississippi, excluding Texas, it's just not, not the biggest thing.
Yeah, there's other. I mean, you
other things to do.
You can go outside.
Yeah, anytime, any season, you can go outside.
You can go outside, hang out.
Nice shot there.
Ooh. Very nice. Yeah, I mean, Washington. Excluding Washington and a couple guys in California, like there's really not a lot.
Yeah.
Colorado guys, yeah.
But then you got the Idaho. Isn't a Cowboy one bird? He's an Idaho guy, I believe.
Yeah, he's from Boise.
And there's a couple guys that play in Millings, but when I'm saying a couple guys, like it's seriously, there's just you can count on two hands probably the top players in that part of the country.
Yeah, it's just there's just.
Mark Gomez walking by.
Well, maybe he remembered maybe he forgot his towel.
His towel,
week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that was against you. That's right. Yeah, good times in Nashville for Evan Gossett on hole 17 at Hidden Temple.
Hey man.
Back to the golf on the screen.
Back to the action.
Putz is playing some. That was okay. I didn't notice the roll in there, but he's attacking every hole like usual. Yeah, he's playing all right.
Yeah, Putz is he's a good player. He's hit or miss, just like a lot of us.
Yeah. Yeah, like we were first talking when he first jumped on, and I kind of jumped on too. We're only human. Actually, Cowboy GT and LD, I believe.
And who?
He's at GT and MD.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure it's GT and LD.
Okay.
PEGT, PNW. Yeah, I'll.
Pacific Northwest, baby, represent.
We'll get Steve and Russ and Paige to.
Yeah, they want to drive that far?
Yeah, I mean, any mountains to go through?
That's extremely long.
Yeah.
Very far drive.
Well, maybe if we can get the attendance up to about 500 every time, we'll get some more machines, get that charter plane, and just no need to travel cross country. We'll just fly things over there.
We just get the PJ, and then we'll be good.
I mean, I got that real job. I'm going into supply chain management. I might have some connections here down the road in supply chain. And
cool. Think we can fit a little, like 30 machines on a PJ?
Yeah, we'll figure something out.
Have to be a big PJ.
Yeah.
No, I would love to get back to Pacific Northwest. It's been a few years since I've been home, so.
Yeah, but sometimes life gets in the way of doing things
Correct.
like that.
It's all those kids, man.
Yeah.
Who had all those kids?
Yeah, well, you had half of them, so. But are you coaching, doing the basketball thing again?
Yeah.
That's
awesome.
awesome.
I've been coaching for like 5 seasons.
Well, it's a little bit long there on the left screen. Yeah, coaching, it's very rewarding.
Yeah, it's fun.
I've had the opportunity to help coach all my kids, and then being the pitcher for softball, for Coach Pitch and pitching to my son. It's I don't know. Like I already know I'm probably not going to be in St. Louis because my oldest daughter has a softball game that weekend. So if it rains, I'll be in St. Louis. If it's dry, I'll be watching her play ball. But that's the thing, when I say life gets in the way, it's not a bad thing. It's just gotta set your priorities.
Yeah. Everybody has their stuff that they have to deal with and take care of. So
we have two divisions, East and West Coast. Interesting.
What does that mean?
From Quentin, from Q. And what's up, Q? Yeah, it's an interesting idea. I mean, what's fun in the past we've had these conversations about like a state tournament. You get the best players of a certain state.
Right.
Where do you draw the line? Because you can't really do Mississippi because there's so much more. Is there that much more talent on the east part of Mississippi? Because Texas on the west, and we all know Texas has a lot of talent, a lot of players.
Well, he's talking. One of the guys mentioned that it used to be regionals. What we were talking about earlier was they had the West Coast regionals, they had the Southwest regionals, they had Midwest regionals, and
was it the Northeast or
was it Northeast?
But
there was 4, right? I believe.
And the Northeast
and then
one
everybody else. I don't remember how that worked.
And that was
for
all
the world stuff.
The winner of the regionals got a spot on the Team
At
USA.
Worlds.
Yeah.
Or on Team USA.
Yeah, 'cause I remember
because there was only like 32 guys, I
Yeah.
think, right? Or
That
16 guys.
That might have been the same year as the drawing. I could be wrong, but I remember losing to Matt Estep on Kangaroo.
You had the lottery drawing.
Yeah, remember the lottery drawing?
When Justin Taylor got, remember that?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. I remember
Incredible
that.
technology is always coming up with some creative ideas, you know. Speaking of which, I mean, the World is coming. Middle of
coming
July, Las Vegas. You know, keep your eye out. They've posted most of the ways to qualify, whether you do it on a commercial
Yeah,
machine.
they just announced all that stuff. We're gonna fire it up.
Yeah, it's we're
You
gonna
ready
have
to
a
rock?
Yeah, notoriety, I believe, is where the World is at. It's on Fremont Street.
Yeah, right across from Fremont, I believe.
Yeah, so it's you know.
Are you ready to fire up?
Yeah.
Are you gonna be in?
I don't know if I'm gonna be there yet.
Oh, what the?
We've got a family
you
trip.
kidding
We've got
me?
a plan. Hey, I mean, come on, short notice.
You knew it was coming.
No, I didn't. I mean, yeah, you
That's
could
fair.
you
That's
could look at
fair.
the PGT schedule and you could say, oh, well, it might happen between June and September.
You
But the
knew
fact
there was a 2.5 month gap.
yeah, but I also kind of knew that there were no guarantees, and so and my wife hates golden tea, so I mean, I don't. It's kind of hard to plan for that stuff, but I'd like to be there, but we'll see. I think it's great that it's going to happen. I know that they work hard behind the scenes to make it work for us.
Yeah, I mean.
And it seems like an interesting venue, maybe a
Do you
showroom
think-
with a couple hundred seats.
Do you think we're really going to have to play on PGA Tour courses at Worlds?
You know, I don't know. That's a question for the marketing director. Or
Do you think we should just grab Kevin real quick and put him on the spot?
I don't know. I mean,
He's right behind us.
Yeah, he's taking pictures right now, but
Because that would be truly disappointing.
boring.
Truly disappointing. Oh. Oh.
Okay, it should be on. You know,
Okay, okay. Yeah, Andy hooked it up.
Nice, yeah.
Nice. Hell yeah.
So if things go well, we can all thank Andy Coolman for that. If things don't go well, we can all hate on Andy for it. But yeah, it's his old stomping grounds.
The picture, I didn't look at it. I looked at the picture that was posted. I didn't actually go on like Google and look at it, but like the picture, it looked like a decent, nice little spot. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and there's
There's cool little. It looked like a little mini stage with like some chairs and whatnot. People can see. Nice.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Here
and
we go.
the hunks will be there. The Aussie hunks. So guys,
me?
if your significant other is wondering if she should come to the Gold Tea World Championships, there will be things for her to do in that same building that weekend.
Just gotta have to go a day early.
Yeah.
So it looks like they're on what, 18?
Yeah,
So
this
I'm
is the
gonna
hole
be,
that you watered. So
excuse you? Oh, there you go.
what did you hit on this hole on the
I
right
just hit
side?
a forward bite and I just kind of cooked it too much. I tried to get super aggressive on the back pin.
Let's see what he does here. That's so, and you just hit medium, right? You just,
yeah.
Okay, wow.
Yeah, he hit 5 of those.
Okay, did you just thumb it out there, or did you?
No, I palmed it. Yeah.
Ooh. Jager's there. Finished with a 27. It's a solid round, right? It's a 29, maybe.
He's happy about it.
Yeah. He's playing some great golf.
He's
Look at that.
small
Those are,
tip. Small tip is Jaeger plays super conservative in qualifiers.
yeah.
So he always just plays middle greens and makes his putts.
Yeah, 3 decent rounds right there on the right machine.
Well, I think I have to play.
Oh, because
You're
you're
still
on that
gonna
machine,
wait.
aren't you?
Yeah. I'm on that machine.
Yeah, I'll hang out here. And
So we have to play Champ 99. So that's
how's that setup look? Have you seen it at all? I
no.
guess the only question is, how does 16 set up on Champ 99?
No.
Yeah.
You're up. I'm literally watching.
Yeah.
Thanks. All right, I'm going to head out.
Good times, Evan. Good luck the rest of the way, man.
All right, cheers, mate.
Paul Taylor over there on 16, doing his thing. Going to go full screen with this group here on one of the 24 machines here at the Sussex Bowl in Sussex, Wisconsin, outside of Milwaukee. A little bit of a snowstorm tried to impact the weekend on Thursday night. that's going to end up being a little short of the hole. They were expecting 5 to 8 inches of snow. I think it ended up being closer to 3 to 5. Still had 40 people show up for the close to the pin contest, and luckily it's been pretty dry since then, and we're able to have everybody arriving safely. That's going to trickle down, and Justin's going to have a really difficult putt for eagle. The one thing too, I think, with this hole is if you try a little too hard for it, it might turbo and go too far. Ben Vania is joining me here, and
closer to the face. There we go. Or turn on the mic.
Doing good, yeah. I'm just hanging out here because my machine is going super slow, and I haven't even played this yet.
I just finished qualifying.
Oh, how'd you end up?
128.
128.
I went 23-23 on Hollywood and Champ.
Wow.
I was playing really well, you know. Yeah,
so what were your first 3 then?
27, 27, 28.
Okay.
So I was 3 off, 2 off, 1 off, and then 4 off.
But
2.5 off on Champ, you know.
How does 16 look on Champ?
It's like an 11 at the green. It's a little quartering, right to left. It's a perfect layup wind. Perfect layup
wind. Okay, I'll keep that in mind.
I mean,
and for me, with me being in a slower group, that's one of those holes that may decide where I'm at. You know, where am I at the cut line and all that. So it'll be interesting.
Yeah, it's. I think it's 320, 330. You know, but
easy to water, also easy to lay up.
Yeah, it's like it's not quite a 2-click full either. You know, it's like that 1.5 click full.
Gotcha.
So it wasn't my wheelhouse. Let's put it that way.
Play it safe. Better be safe than sorry. I'm curious how these guys attack this hole here with the pin being on that top tier.
Oh, I hit a 5 hybrid, and I was just a hair long. Ended up par in this hole.
The one thing you gotta be careful if you go too long, and when you put back up there, you don't want to go back down.
Oh, yeah, I was right against the slope because I got that stupid dink, 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 dink bounce.
Yeah.
And so I just C-putted it and pushed it out to the right.
That's a good-looking shot if it gets down. That's going to roll off on the other side. That's a tough putt, though. He's on the top tier. That's what you want. You want to be up there. You can kind of lag that. I'm curious how putts. Is he going to hit a full here? Or is he going to go right at it?
We'll find out. And
he's going right at it. He's going to put bite on that hybrid.
About 40 seconds.
There it is.
That's what I tried to do. I think I thumbed mine about 85. He did a baby cut.
That's a beautiful shot for putts.
That is a great shot. He did a baby cut there. Yeah. You know, the straight thumbs carried it a little too far.
Yeah, and by doing that little baby cut, it took a little bit of the distance off, so he was able to control it a little better.
Yep. Just enough.
Justin hit that pretty quick, and he's hitting that naked. And that is going to be a decent shot as well, as long as it stops rolling. Yep.
And Justin's got this putt.
Yeah, and even if he misses it, it's not going to roll off.
No, but he's made this putt 1,000 times.
I'm curious how this putt goes for Tom here. Easy to miss it underneath that hole there. You got to make sure you whip it way out to the right.
Yeah, you could pro side it too.
Middle of the cup.
Money putt right there. 18's a little tester too.
Right, yeah, I seen that. Evan was just here. He had watered 18, he said.
Yeah, I parred 17 and I was at 21, needed the eagle for 23. So, you know, that just puts more pressure on you, you know, when you're already 4 off and you're trying to salvage whatever you can out of it. But I actually clicked right from there. I did a 4-wood with bite, and it worked out. I hit it about 120.
When it's good to hit the 120.
Yeah.
The 120 on the shot meter was usually some problems a year
Back
or two
in the
ago.
day,
There's some maximum speed issues with it.
Yeah, that's before my time of, you know, playing the game other than randomly 3 times a year with my friends at the bar.
Yeah. That was a nice little layup shot there. That's makeable putt.
That's a great shot right there, honestly, because it's not worth attacking it, and it's not match play, and you're down by 1 or 2.
Yeah. They did just tee off on Champ 99 in the other machine. We'll finish off this hole here and then bring you that action with Evan and the other two there. Oh, putt's going right at it, and Sticky Fringe keeping the ball from going wet.
I think he high-teed that because it was a 102.
He's smiling in the background there. I don't know if you can see that in the picture, but he knows he caught a 2-stroke break right there.
Is that Quentin Shaw in the chat?
Yep.
Haven't seen him since St. Louis last year.
That might go. Oh no, he's got bite on it.
That
takes a long time for that ball to hit the green.
120. That 120 number. That's the money number right there. And even that left two from 28 feet when you're trying to save a stroke can be a tester, you know.
Oh, for sure.
For some reason, the left doesn't freaking seem to work all the time.
Right, and he was happy. He was happy with that putt too. Really excited. Yeah, these guys just finishing up 26 for putts. Some lower scores than I would imagine.
It's 27 setup, I feel.
But yeah, and here we are, Champ 99. Great looking shot right there, was it?
Nate Stowell shot 29.
Did he?
On Hollywood, yeah.
Sweet. I picked him in the fancy football. Or
Nice.
Fancy golf, wrong sport.
That was a tight-knit group right there. That was group 4, I think, right? Or 5? 4.
I think 4,
yeah, 4.
Evans wide right there.
You know, you had Kenny Callis, you had Nate, a couple other really good players that are, you know, their main 85% of the time. Steve's ready to get dinner, I think.
Yeah. Yeah.
Are you guys going out to dinner tonight?
I'm not going anywhere until I play.
Well, yeah.
I have no idea what my plans are this evening, and I look forward to not waiting to play Golden Tee. I assume there's going to be many open machines here. People are going to want to, get out of here and maybe go to dinner like you had mentioned. I'm gonna stay here and support the bar and get a decent meal, sit down and use both hands and have a big burger or something like that.
There you go. The pulled pork is really good. If
is
you
it?
Haven't tried that. It's smoked pulled pork sandwich. Like $12 with pub chips, and the pub chips are really good too.
One of my favorite things about here, and this is at the Sussex Bowl in Sussex, Wisconsin, they have wonton rolled mozzarella sticks that have Parmesan cheese on them, and they're huge and just delicious with marinara sauce. It's my go-to finger food on Qualifier Saturday here at the Sussex Bowl.
I heard the Reuben rolls are really good too.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I've seen multiple people get those, and I have not heard anything but good
reviews, right?
Yeah.
And, good reviews. The staff here is great. You probably hear that a lot from people, after the tournament. But this staff is this is not their first rodeo.
No.
A lot of these ladies and even some of the guys that are here, they just come for this weekend. They used to work here several years ago, and they come back knowing that they're going to earn some great money being here, and it's really comforting for the PEGT team knowing that two bad shots right there in a row.
No.
But yeah, it's just one less thing for many people to worry about when you've got a good staff here. Bussing tables, getting drinks and food out quickly. So yeah, appreciate the staff here.
Yeah. Too many W's. You're saying the cut line's 127 and 102,000 points. I don't.
Too many W's from the guy who has no W's in his name, Danny Bell.
That seems a little low. I don't think the cut's going to be 127.
Well, let's see.
Because if it is, I'm at
Evan just went long. Whoa.
I lay back on this hole.
Wow.
When it's the front green.
Wow, that is shocking right there.
I just hit a 4-wood 100 with bite, and then I always have between a 5 hybrid and a 9-wood in. Because you can be, if you're in between your 9 and your wedge, it's hard to cut that 9 iron down to 80 yards or,
right. This might even be Golden Tee history. This is the third hole, a par 4 that's not drivable, and everybody watered it on a simple setup. That is just mind-boggling to me that this happened.
On a stream machine.
Yeah, on a stream machine. So hopefully these
Craig's
guys.
Been in the game a long time. Everybody knows that, man. Yeah.
But yeah, the other commentator is Ben Vania, is that how you pronounce it?
Ben Vania.
Vania.
Yes.
like a YA.
Pennsylvania.
Yes.
Just like the state.
And I'm Brian B., one of the few guys left that plays Titans.
Yeah. One of the stubborn ones.
Yep. Proud to say it.
It's okay. He always has awesome shirts on, though, so, you know.
Sporting a Hawaiian shirt today.
Yeah.
Because I'm on vacation. It might be 35 degrees outside, but it's vacation for a weekend.
Right. I mean, we do have our Canadian buddy, Hawaii North. He plays this Hawaii North down here.
Yes. Is he
And,
wearing the yellow? He came up to me twice today.
A green flamingo shirt.
Yeah.
Green shirt with flamingos or birds on it, whatever, you know. He's a nice guy. I've talked to him quite a bit the last couple days.
Yeah, speaking of Canadians, nice showing from the fine folks up north. We got Cam Eager is here, Dangerous Dan Yu, Andrew Cosgrove.
Yeah, and there's 5 of them, I think.
Yeah, it's nice to see the maple leaf flag on the PEGT Tour site, you know, showing that they're from another country. And it's not easy to get to the States anymore, so it's really cool they found a way to get here.
So can we change it to the Power Events Golden Tee International Tour now?
Well, technically you
I
could.
mean, could we have a tournament in Canada one day? It's a possibility.
I don't know. I mean,
you never know.
The Canada is it's different up there because of the way their what's the best way to put this? The company works. It's not really controlled by Incredible Technologies, I believe. I think there's another company that controls most of there's one operator up there, and so it's just, a little different. There'd be a lot of obstacles. I think Power Bending's happy with what they got going on here.
Yeah, I mean, could we possibly see a tournament in Canada one day? Hopefully, if we get,
I know Tim Glenn, another guy, he's not here this year. Last year, he had somebody following him around and documenting.
I'm done, actually, Mark.
Yeah, Mouth is going to jump on in here.
Cool.
I'm going to go check and see if I have to play. I mean, I hope so. Been fun talking to you, Ben.
Yeah, always a pleasure.
Everybody that's tuning in, I look forward to talking to you later.
All right. Take care, bud. Yeah, Danny Bell. I don't think we've met, but I've met I'm sure plenty of you guys. I get around. You know. Yeah, Quentin, we both caught something down there in St. Louis. You know, a bunch of people got sick last year. I think we're past that, though. Seems like everybody's been pretty good. What's up, Jay? Jay's going to jump on for a minute. Mouth was going to jump on, but Jason Lashavo.
I saw you talk to yourself, so I thought I would come and say hi.
It happens at this point in the day. You know, I just finished
ramble. Ramble time.
Yeah, just finished my qualifier. 128.
Nice.
128.
Oh,
so.
Oh, I'm getting bleeped already. I just sat down. I thought maybe I was getting bleeped, but I was. Oh no, you can have. He was talking to himself, so I.
Oh, I thought you were sitting down. Are you playing right now or no?
No,
I would love to sit. I'll sit, but I could sit with Jason. I haven't talked to him yet.
All right.
You want to talk to Jason? Yeah, go ahead.
No,
go ahead, guys.
Oh.
I'm done with my qualifier. I got all night to hang out.
This is good television.
Yeah. I'll let Mark the
we
Mouth
went from Pennsylvania talking to himself to us completely kicking him out.
I didn't kick anybody. There's been no kicking.
We're leveling up here. Got Mark the Mouth McClevich in full effect, ready to talk some Golden Tee.
Guys, it's nice to have everybody. Jason, love you,
Hi,
brother.
buddy.
How you been?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. I haven't gotten to talk to you
Q?
much this weekend.
Hi, Q. Oh.
That's my phone.
Okay.
It's okay. We'll put that anywhere. It's great. And, guys, so now we won't have the super nerd talk that
Danny
Andy Haas
boy.
and I were having for the last time.
Oh, I don't do nerd talk.
No, you do speckles. Specs. We had a similar, not a spec
Spectacles?
gate. We didn't have a spec gate, but we had a similar ball, a non-pullback gate, a ball.
Oh, a push forward on the pullback?
Yeah, it was where they had to pound the deck to get it to work, but nobody checked to see if the connections were good.
Hey, you know what? Sometimes it gets frustrating, but to me, if you're pounding the
look
deck.
Look at that guy.
If you're pounding the deck, it's a good day.
Mm-hmm. Pounding the deck. It's a good one. I mean,
Steve Bigger.
There's so many things that
Danny
we can go
Boyd,
with
Joey
this
D'Angelo,
to
Pete
make
Biddy.
this
Oh my
sexual.
God! Look at this. We got legends.
This is very legendary. We have
Jay
some names.
Ware.
All right, so did you see Gossett just can that? It looked like a super spin club that he hit in there. That was a beautiful shot.
I gotta be honest. I saw the explosion, but I didn't see the lead up to the explosion.
That sounds like our sex lives. Story of our
Name
lives.
of your sex tape.
Yep, saved his life and saw the explosion.
All right, so I
I
kind of should pay attention here because I need a good champ.
Yeah, how are you
Joey.
shooting? I picked you in the goofy thing.
Yeah, me too. I'm probably on the cut line. I need a good champ. I'm 103 through 4.
103 through 4. So I don't think you have a chance.
What do you think the cut's going to be?
Well, you're looking 29. Let's say 29 Easter, 27 Petra. So you're at what 56. Nord 28 would be the cut line to me. So you're at 56. You're at 84. Then you're. What was the last one? Hollywood. Hollywood was a little challenging. So let's say 25. You're actually.
I'm in the
Yeah,
hunt.
you'd be in there. You'd be in there. You're right. My bad. I was doing math
But I know
wrong.
it's not good. Actually, I was really sad. I was one better through 16 on Hollywood and just Hollywooded all of Hollywood. The easiest 17, 18 of Hollywood.
Well, 17 was still a little tricky.
It wasn't. I just.
Are you a 5 hybrid player or are you a 5 iron and 4 iron type?
I got a 5 bird.
Okay, so the 5 bird bite actually was really solid on
But
17.
I hit it too light. As soon as I hit it, I was like, that's not
no
what
good.
I needed. And it came up short, and then blah, 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 blah. And then, of course, 18 I watered, blah, blah, blah.
No, Danny, it's most of the time it's a red board problem, but it's okay. The touching of the roller, the grounding could cause the red board to go bad. You can be true, but it's really the issue is
I
it ends
didn't
up
know
being in the
Danny
red
Boy
board.
was still alive. This is good to see. I'm
is.
happy I'm on the stream. Danny, I hope you're doing all right, buddy. I miss you.
No, Quinn, I was talking about what cut line would be on it.
Yeah,
I'm saying
cut
we're
line,
the 32.
not the setup.
Yeah, it was pars were 30, 29, 30, 29.
So
what was Nord Allen was 29.
Yeah, I shot at 28.
And then Hollywood was 27. I haven't seen champ yet.
We got started. We checked in. Hole 2, I get a bloody nose from the dry air.
Dry air. Okay.
So I'm mouth breathing the entire Easter.
Are you saying you were breathing with your mouth or you were breathing like the mouth? I don't know. We got to clarify when you're sitting next to mouth.
The former.
Okay, the former, not the latter.
And it was I don't know. You know how it is where you just kind of bleed a stroke.
You get out of it.
I didn't
You
do
get out of
anything
your thing.
crazy, but it was enough to bleed.
Bleed strokes with the bleeding nose, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, the strokes were coming out of my nose.
Okay, so let's look at some Golden Tee here, guys. We got some important stuff.
Yeah,
it looks
Balky with
bad.
Yeah, it's
I think
actually
he's
not
fine.
bad.
I
Yeah,
think he's
you're
fine
right.
unless it hits something, and he played a weird cut out of there too.
He's fine.
But the great thing is, guys, and I've said this once before on here. Remember, the number on your club is if you hammer the club out of heavy rough, the number on your club. Forget everything else. So if you're a 9-iron, it says 100. That's your carry distance. Doesn't work perfectly for things like your 6-wood, 9-wood because the numbers on there for carry distances are wrong. But you're adding 10 to the 9-wood, you're subtracting 10 from the 6-wood. Everything else, your carry distance is roughly that number if you hit a straight shot hard.
All right, I hope everyone's learning their math lessons today.
But basically it is you can play the club that it gives you most of the time and hit it solid from the
Oh,
heavy
yeah,
rough.
for sure. The only time is if there's water right in front of what you're trying to get at. Then you have to analyze what you're doing.
You do have
because
to.
you can generally hit
Now-
something and pop up. But
Okay,
if there's water,
we've got
no,
an
it's a problem.
interesting look on 9. It's tricky. It confuses you a little bit because it's showing a distance of 250 something, right, with the crosswind. I can't really see the res on this in the small screen.
Yeah, it's a little
It
tough.
looks like 249 for me. Maybe you guys can see better. But
Did you
so,
hit an 8-wood here, or did you hit a light cutty 6-wood?
Well, I haven't played it yet either.
Oh,
So
okay.
the thing is, most people are looking at this distance thinking you got to hit a 6. This is absolutely a 9-wood, 8-wood shot.
Yeah, you can definitely hit an 8-wood here.
This cutty 6 is tough to stick. It's going to be tough to control.
But the 6 cutty kind of lands soft, though. It really does.
It can, but there you go. Cutting a shot over a tree where you still have some 2 outside trees that can be in play. I want to hit the club that's never going to hit those trees. And the 9-8 wood, you're over everything. I can just nuke that, never be long.
I can hit any tree with any club. I don't care what course it is.
You've got the skills that I don't have. You just do. You've
Man,
got
if
'em.
this game was about hitting trees, that's like Hollywood. I don't know the holes that well.
You hit trees like Skipper Ripper.
The 2 trees on Hollywood where you can kind of go through it. I did a 3-wood around or whatever.
That wasn't the setup today, though, was it?
It was for me because I've hit those trees so many times, And then the guy I'm playing with hits a high 6-wood right over. And
I got you.
I'm like, I could hit the same shot I'm hitting that tree somehow.
I hit a high 5 at it, and really, I looked at that. You could have just thumbed a backspin 3-wood straight.
Straight through
the line.
it.
That the new tee box in that hole. Actually, it looks the same, but it's moved left about 20 yards.
Safety first, because I've been in that water, I've been in that sand, and it's so frustrating.
It is.
That I'm like, I'm going to make this green.
Baki putting some bad shots together. Let's see if he can be. Let's see if he can do a little better.
Is he a click chipper?
This
is a click chip
I don't
city.
think so. That's a Washington. Washington doesn't really keep up.
It
with
hasn't
the
made
times
it
of
over there
Golden Tee
yet.
Skills.
It's
Golden
like
Tee
Cuba.
skills.
They've got old cars, and
it is. Washington is like the Cuba of Golden Tee.
their minds are gonna be blown on a chush in about 4 years.
Oh God, that's good. That's good. They're
Look
also
at this bogey city on 3. Wow. Okay, we gotta have to pay attention on 3.
What was 3?
All 3 of them bogeyed
on
it.
Champ. What's hard on 3 on Champ?
Me sometimes.
Well,
but
yep. That's not a me. That's an always. That's not a sometimes. That's an always me. I mean, it's actually fantastic. The height of the deck, even for somebody of my height, it actually allows those chubs to stay underneath the view of the people.
Is there nothing better than hitting a good shot and giving the machine just a little nut tap? Is it too early for that? That's Golden Tee
It's
at
not.
night.
Remember that, Danny boy. It really isn't to do with anything. I mean, it's the internet here being bogged down. They got a lot of stuff going. They got a lot.
Here's
of
the problem. I'll tell you exactly what the problem is. They put out the general Wi-Fi code this year, so everyone's on the Wi-Fi.
Well, they shouldn't be on the Wi-Fi, and someone should have control of a router to control and say the Wi-Fi is only getting this much bandwidth.
But I'm
everything
telling
else
you,
goes
like
to the
last
stream.
year, I snuck in on the passcode for the Wi-Fi. I felt like
You felt
club.
like, oh yeah.
Now it's plastered on the wall. Everyone's on the Wi-Fi.
Is that
I
the
can't
Go
even-
Bowling password? Okay, so that's the guest network, though. I thought.
Yeah, but that's still sharing bandwidth. They
No,
don't
but
have a
but they have.
They
when you
can
have
throttle
a
it,
guest
I
network,
understand
they're
that.
throttling. Oh, look at Gossett making up for mistakes with whole
He's
outs.
good. I picked him in Group 1.
It's a tough one. I picked myself in Group Run, but I'm taking me out of Group 2.
You would have been a great Group 2 pick. You would have been a great Group 3 pick.
Oh, thank you very much, sir. Yeah, so it's actually so I mean it's a pretty damn big place. It's a pretty damn big place, but
Mr. Guts.
What is hole 3 on this course either?
I gotta look. I actually have to look it up on my favorite Eric Nelson website.
Oh, yep, there we go. You know what's funny? I'm at IT and we're trying to find all the tiered greens, and the programmers and Kevin are all looking through Eric Nelson's website to figure out which greens.
I know we're on a Golden Tee stream, but what the heck, man?
I think we need some better tools on their side. I think Jay.
Hey, get us. There we go.
So we got it back. I feel like that was a shunning by us.
Yeah, but in all fairness, guys,
I still don't think.
If Kevin Lindsay stayed after work 30 minutes a day, they could have all the screenshots they want. I'm just saying.
No, he doesn't play as much as he could.
Exactly. Thank you.
You're saying to add 30 minutes in there.
This is a Kevin Lindsay slam, not a.
No, it's I'm not. Kevin
not a general.
Kevin
IT
works
slam.
his pretty little ginger butt off, so I'll give Kevin some credit. And in fact, a lot of them work their butts off.
They all work their butts off.
I think we can have some more efficient
I'm
things
just saying
being
Kelvin
done.
Lindsay is lazy.
Kelvin Lindsay is lazy.
Kelvin Lazy.
Kelvin Lazy. Okay, we got a Kelvin Lazy sighting in the building. Now, I wonder, I'm glad that booth has a lock code and they cannot see us. It's good. Kelvin Lindsay. Kelvin Lazy Lindsay. That's good.
He would hear about this if he ever paid attention to the stream.
Okay, God damn it.
Oh, this is the official Kevin Lindsay slam test.
We're letting it. We are letting it stand.
Your gameplay is so much like Kevin Lindsay. It's like a your mama joke, but it's a Kelvin Lindsay joke.
It is. We could have a Kelvin. I mean, really.
A Kelvin Lindsay throwdown.
It's funny because we've had these type of jokes that progress through the years. We had some chaos times. We had some skipper times. We had some mouth times. But the funny thing is, since Kevin's been around, he's always been the butt of all of our jokes. He takes it very well. We're proud of him. And then
he's like 3 GIFs on Apple iPhone GIF lookup. Like if that doesn't say it all right. Jill.
Oh, there's the wifey.
Jill.
Hi, Jill.
Oh, I miss you.
People love the fact that I can end. I'm allowed to, since I had to do what do they call it when you do the ceremony for someone? Proctoring? No, what is it when you're the priest doing the wedding ceremony? That's a
an officiant.
Officiant, right? And the whole thing was, I told Jill came up with this, and she said, "Well, you did Stephen and Kate's wedding. So if they get on your nerves, you can tell them your wedding's void.
Void.
Wedding is now void.
Oh,
thank you, Jill. Jill, I have a new
Officiating.
tasty beverage that is going down very good. It's called High Noon. The Sun Sips. It's vodka and soda. This one is made with real mango juice. It is kind of like a seltzer, but no sparkle. And I like that. The only sparkles I need is from Brian Heffron and Who from Chicago.
Sponsored by High Noon. When you need a refreshing beverage, pick up a High Noon.
Dylan, we'll get the code out to you guys so that you can take a shot at the qualifier afterwards. I really want to work on a new game mode, guys. I hope they kind of lock down these World Championship qualifier codes, and we can make a world gameplay where you play against, let's say, the top 10 qualifiers.
Danny Boy claimed Kelvin Lazy.
Kelvin Lazy.
Your game is so bad.
Now
you cut a 6-wood like Kelvin Lindsay into the tree.
Kelvin Lazy. It's Kelvin Lazy. Now here's the problem. I really want to change my name to that for the next round. Is it?
Can we all do it?
Is the comedy worth the wrath of Steve Sobel that we get for
here's the
changing
deal:
our name?
if we can get like 60 of us to all change our name to Kelvin Lazy for the last course.
Oh yeah, that would be.
He can't get mad at all of us.
He
would have
Steve.
an aneurysm.
You know
He would have a total.
He's done. He would have a meltdown.
He would be done.
I think he might walk out of the room. I think he might leave. I think the do it. I like the do it from Facebook user. Facebook user, we can't see your name, and I'm betting you're missing some of the commentary from YouTube. So if you get over to the Golden Tee Golf YouTube side, make sure all of you subscribe, tap that bell, hit it. Go to helpmemouth.com, like that button, help, subscribe, whatever, dude. We got to get paid. It's time to get paid.
It's go time.
It is go time.
Don't be a Kelvin Lazy.
Yeah, so the Help Me. Now, I've had that Help Me Mouth domain for quite some time. I also have helpmemark.com, but King was having some DNS issues with the GT.live, so I needed to make sure a way that I was in control of. We love Richard King. He ain't Kelvin Lazy, but sometimes he's Kelvin Procrastinate.
Kelvin, show up later.
No,
don't be a Kelvin Lazy. Like and subscribe to the stream.
Yes, don't be a Kelvin Lazy.
I bet you, Kelvin probably hasn't even subscribed to the channel yet.
He probably hasn't liked the stream either. Now, guys, we've been chatting here. You're welcome to it. But we've been chatting here. It's been fun and games, I know. Let's take a look. We've got some interesting gameplay. Let's watch the end of this. Champs rounds are kind of boring for about 5 holes, but now we're going to start getting into
16,
we're going to start getting a little trickier the rest of the way. And then I want to see they're going to have hole 9 on the left machine as well. So we got some big ones coming up. Now, am I leaning one way, or is that the machine on the left, are they crooked? Am I missing a shoe? Is this chair a little bit off, or is it crooked?
It's a little crooked. I saw Andy over there trying to fix it earlier.
Okay, so it's not lined up straight.
They keep pounding the ball.
Oh my God! A bunch of blasting animals.
A bunch of bangers on the machine.
Pounding, blasting animals is all I'm hearing in my ears, guys.
This is
crazy.
It's probably Kelvin Lazy's fault.
I bet he's over there sliding that around. Kelvin's behind there sliding it around.
That's what she said.
No. I don't know. Maybe. Who knows? Kevin might enter the chat someday, but once again, we're actually assuming that is not an actual feasible possibility.
It's not in his job description, so we don't have to worry about it.
Marketing wouldn't that? I think that might fall directly in the job.
The Kelvin slams. Oh my goodness, he's never going to talk to me again.
He's managing to do what with them is the problem. Look at this.
Oh,
there we go.
Day.
Hap Daddy, killing it. This is why I said we need to watch these now.
Right. I should have been paying attention.
Okay, so now we're focusing. We got a couple wide views. I think that we're looking at what you guys are. So we got the wide camera down there. I didn't know that was there. Now, Andy, this is talking to Andy in the background, and he doesn't have to answer. You won't hear this.
Breaking the fourth wall.
Can we? I really want at the next tournament I'm at, which will be St. Louis. I really want to have a mic, a remote mic, a wireless mic set up.
That's what I said.
Andy and I were about to do it with Richard King back in Wisconsin. What if I can bring the mics?
Can we get a High Noon sponsorship?
I've got 2 of the mics.
When you're 3 rounds into a Golden Tee qualifier, there's nothing more refreshing than a High Noon beverage. Pick up one today, 100 calories, low carb, 100% refreshing. Enjoy a high noon.
Oh, that's fantastic. So good. So good. It's better than the Kelvin Lazy Tampax tampons for those light flow days advertisements that we normally get.
When you're feeling light flow, pick up a Kelvin Lindsay.
There he is. What are they? Gordy's trying to show me his nipples. I don't understand. Oh, he's wearing a bra. It's okay. Oh, look at that. That is fantastic, guys. If there's a way for we can get this shirt on here, why don't you come on around? We got a camera on us. I want you guys to see this shirt that Gordy's rocking right now. Okay, we'll have to get Kyle Easy here. It's a great shot. It's a great shirt. Oh, I'm getting to see cute kids from a beautiful wife who's got an ugly husband. It's amazing. It's how that works out. The odds were not in her favor. They did well, though. Way to go, Brenna. Love having you here. I'd talk more, but we got a world to talk to. You are important, but I can't disappoint these people. We can't do it.
We can't disappoint.
Okay, so now is when we start getting a little tricky. 15, 16, 17, 18. It can be a swing of 2 strokes by just and where it's par,
it's just
but
where
not.
it's weird, where like you think, okay, no problem. All of a sudden, it gets ugly. For sure.
Why is he talking for his high noon? Jill, I don't know if you understand that his low, sexy voice is also being accompanied by a very low, gentle stroking hand on my thigh.
Sex sells, baby. Sex sells.
Sex does sell.
I hope it sounded good. I'm gonna listen back and I'm gonna hear how sexy I am.
Okay. Okay, so now we're going to focus on the sexy golden tee play coming on here.
Look at this.
Oh, my God. Hap Daddy with some release, kicking it in. Okay, nice. Little 8-wood release. It's fantastic now. Okay, so Evan, did he trickle through? Is that first cut? No, he wants first cut.
Yeah, he's good.
He's going with a cut
Little
6.
cutty.
I don't like the speed. I didn't like the speed of that coming in. We're doing great, though. It's obviously Gossett wasn't going to put himself in a position to not have a putt. But I would think that when the water's short there, I want to let that ball run up to the hole. I'd rather never risk bringing it down to the bottom.
It's always smart to think. Oh, that's weird. Man,
I've never had that. I've never had to hit something and go backward.
That guy must have been slamming on Kelvin Lazy to get a bad bounce like that.
Okay, so now, Gage, this is the 16. This is an interesting look, right? It's 333, so we're looking at a high
It's
T10
a very makeable look.
It is, but you still have to play a cut, and when you have to play a cut on this, that's when you can run into trouble.
Yeah,
I don't see myself laying up.
I'm doing high 10
So
and a
he
half.
overcut it. He overcut it.
Yeah, he did. If he would have kicked it out further and hit it harder, the
That's
pullback
the
was
key.
fine. It's getting it out there and following that path, because if you're short,
but look at
you're
Gossett.
following
Okay,
the
so
line.
he's even doing this different. He's going to high tee the 8.5 and play a baby cut, hit it soft, so he can hit the strip in front and kick onto the green. You have 2 options here. You can go to the green on a fly,
or you do the Will Stanstead, which is I was asking on one stream. I'm like, do you go for it or do you lay up? And the Will Stanstead was, auto, go for it, water, chip it for birdie. That was his response.
But that's the thing, though. This chip here on this, even from the drop, it might even be over the edge a little bit. It's going to be a bit challenging, to be honest with you.
Oh, that's hole 2.
Look at those.
I thought it was going to. I was trying to figure out what hole 3 is. That only the hole 2 load.
Okay.
I'm trying to see.
Previn thinking he's having trackball problems, but he just hit a bad shot, folks.
You know what? Every time I think it's the trackball, it's 90% of the time it's me.
No, it is. There's some weird ones, though. I was kind of upset on my putt on hole 8 of Hollywood. I stuck that green that was long and literally had it. The marker pointed to the left and the putt went to the right. I wanted to get a clip of it here, and I'll go back and do it later just to see if.
Oh, you're on the stream, so you can see.
Yeah, I can come back and see. They have an auto stream. Every one of my games is automatically recorded and streamed live for the world to see.
It must be nice to be that freaking cool.
It's kind of great. I got to put all credit to Jill Cromie.
When all of your live streams, when all your games are live streamed, there's nothing more refreshing than a high noon, 100 calories and low carbs, refreshing live streaming. It's a good time. High noon.
Oh gosh. Yeah, I mean, I understand doing sponsorships for that. I mean, we these guys drink Busch like it's water.
I'm building.
It is
I'm
like
trying
water.
to build sponsorships.
He's right. Yep.
They bogeyed. That's what I was like. That I thought that's what it was. The one where you just kind of put it up there. All 3 of them.
Oh, okay. Well, so if that's the shorter pin, you get in a range that it's only 120 shots.
I lay back now. I just give myself. So I have a couple clubs.
You got a couple clubs.
Yeah.
You're right. Gosh, the High Noon sponsorship, I can't see how we're not going to get paid. Expect some new equipment for
Straight cash, homie.
Yeah, straight cash, homie. Homage.
When we've got wireless mics, we're thinking High Noon.
The wireless mics are going to be a problem here because with all the people that'll be on interference, we would need to get. I mean, wireless.
We'll just put you in a bubble, like a big, huge mouth bubble. Oh, I'm up, baby.
Boy
it's
in a
my
bubble.
Time.
I could be the boy in a
It's
bubble.
my time to champ.
I mean,
okay.
Jake Gyllenhaal was boy in a bubble. I could be the boy in the bubble.
If I play well, I make the cut. If I don't play well, I'm in the purple. If I play really poorly, I'm in the pink.
Mr. Pritchard, you know what, though? I was the best licker of windows on that bus,
I'll
I
see
promise
you later.
you.
Wish me luck.
No one could lick a window better than me when we were going to school. I'll tell you that.
Just would you wish me luck before I leave?
Oh, good luck, Jason.
Thank
Shoot
you.
well. I'll be joining you here shortly. Maybe we can get some people that are commenting more focused on Golden Tee. I tried. Jason's too enjoyable
Tell them
to
to
talk
do some High Noon advertisements.
Oh, yeah. No, you're right. It wasn't a trackball problem. It was a humanity problem and a outside of trackball problem. Very well done. Way to bring it up. Okay, so we got Gordy jumping on the stream, but unfortunately, Gordy, I'm getting up because I'm on this machine when they're done. So you're going to be talking. We'll talk for a minute and grab somebody here. Well, hey, sounds like Harry Kane. Now we got the one hole. This is one to see. We got to see this last hole on this 18. Guys, it's kind of always quasi-drivable.
No, it's there.
But for the most part, okay, it's an outwind. Now, what the problem most people are going to do here is if you put this out too far right and your bounce, no matter how good you hit the shot, is going to bounce right into the water. So it's a move it right. I'm going to probably high tee it with the 8.5 and a full C3, but not a spinner. I'm going to just full C3 it and hit it.
Okay.
So then I don't get much cut on it. I don't get too much cut on it.
Yeah, so I actually caught a 157 way out.
And you flew it?
No, I left it. It hung out.
Yeah.
And then Kyle.
Did you end up wet?
Yeah.
Okay.
So right straight in the water. Then Kyle actually almost holed it, and then it went long into the water.
Okay, so we got it.
Yeah. So
we got it. Okay, so we got an idea. So let's see what Evan's going to do. He knows it's this. He's trying to decide which way he's moving the tee. I like this. Is he going to release? I like the backspin or the roll
bounce.
Just because it gets a higher bounce with him. Or the roll will bounce forward more. But that's the problem, though. With the sticky sand, that shot right there in the history of this course, if you hit that shot, was on. It would hit the sand and kick on.
Roll on. Yep.
Now it stops dead. So now you have a chip, and I hate to say it, this chip, as easy as it looks, if you miss it a little hot and you're in the water, and you could turn this into a double bogey when you thought you should eagle it. I actually like Corey's shot here, laying back, gave himself a great club coming in. Now let's watch the chip. Is this a chush now? Could we chush a 5 from that far back? It's kind of interesting. It's very well there. The problem is you miss that chush at the speed you have to get over the lip.
You're talking about this shot right
now?
here?
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know. I wonder if Evan's going to chush
it. It's actually there.
I think it might be, but you'd have to chush a 5 wood, and now it's coming out hot if you miss the line.
I think I have tried this chush before, and it hit the pin
his
with
won't.
the downhill.
His won't. You can't chush
right
this
now.
because it's going to hit the lip. I mean, I had a 7-iron stick here twice. I like his play. He nutted it. He nutted it. What was that for 25? Right? I want to see the leaderboard. Hopefully he doesn't close this down before. No leaderboard. Let's see. Oh, wait, walk away, Evan. All right. 20s are at the bottom of the cut line, so there's a good chance to make up some ground here. Those of you that are still in it, you got a really good chance of popping this thing off and coming back a few strokes. If 20s is at the bottom of the cut line
that's
on the course.
That's what I thought, too. I was right on the cut line. I went 29, 27, 29. Felt
that wasn't right on the cut line. You were way over.
No, that wasn't.
Okay.
And then I shot 21 on Hollywood. So I thought, okay.
Yeah, the 21 on Hollywood doesn't kill you, and I think you were still in.
I was, and then I knew that going into champ.
Did you do this badly?
And then I shot 17.
Okay, well, you are out of the cut line.
Yeah,
now you're on the purple cut line.
Yes.
Oh, Balky. Oh, he went aggressive. All right, guys, I am on that machine. We're going to go get another one started. You're going to watch the end of the Baki, Wengler, and Washburn, and then hopefully tune in over live with me, Yeager, and Mr. D. Trumbles. So enjoy yourself, Gordy. Talk for a little bit. We'll get somebody over here to talk with you.
Yeah, I'm probably pretty boring talking by myself.
No, you're good, dude. You're good. You know the game. Let's throw somebody on here with you. That's my tip money. I'm keeping it.
All right, so let's try to catch up on where we're at on this game. I was watching the other one. didn't see any of their scores yet, or if they all went for it. Was this? They're on 16, right? Yep. All right, Bobby's got a decent game going. He's on par, it looks like. I was qualifying with Eric Nelson in my group, and he hit a low gap wedge on this, and I think he pushed it straight forward, let the wind take it to the right, green take it to the left, and went straight in the hole. See if CJ does low gap wedge or if he cuts it. All right, I told you I was boring by myself, but we got Ben. What's up, Ben?
Gordy Brown. How you doing, bud?
Yeah, I just got done complaining about how bad I played on Champ. So. No,
How bad? Was it that bad?
It was that bad, actually.
Yeah.
It went from main to purple.
Ooh.
So.
Yeah. What do you finish with total?
Yeah, I think 123.
Oh yeah.
And I was only 3 off a par after the first 3 courses.
Yeah.
So,
oh.
yeah.
Yeah. I was 3 off after 1.
Yeah, 1 hole you were. No, just kidding.
No, I did not have a 3 off hole. No, did not. Thankfully, I shot 128. So
you played. Oh, okay, yeah. So you played this already. We were just talking about how 18 is there.
Yeah. I don't have the chip.
Evan just made the chip out of the sand.
That's huge. That's big.
Squeaky Bob is clean here right now. He's going for the 27.
Evan did water 3 though. So.
Oh yeah, I just meant that's got a bounce. Nice shot.
Oh, that's great. 153.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, that should be a pretty straight putt too.
Yep.
Because that's where
Straight
my
or left
chip
one?
out of the sand ended up, and I putted down from there.
Yeah. Yep.
CJ can shoot 20, 25 if he eagles this.
That's
Bounce.
not going to get
Nope.
out. No, and that's got to be a chip.
And that's a touchy one.
Baki's been playing pretty well today from what I heard.
Yeah, I think what he said, he's been playing all right. I don't think great. Let's see, he makes this 23.
Well, I would take a 23 on this right now, but that's not saying much.
I had my best qualifier. I'll take that. That's for sure.
Oh, hey, Jay. I just saw the comments, if you're still on here.
Hi, Jay. I don't think I said hi to you. Miss you. You should have came up.
Oh, to answer your question, am I that quiet or mouth? Yeah, it's
both.
Mouth doesn't stop talking when he's on here, so you can't get any words in. But I mean, I don't mean that in a bad way. Mouth likes to talk about the game and the situation, so it's not as easy as he makes it sound.
He's a plethora of knowledge.
Yeah.
If you can decipher what he's saying. I mean, he's pretty good at speaking layman's terms.
CJ's going to make this.
Oh, I feel like it.
Yeah, maybe played a little bit safe with that water lurking in the background.
Yeah, better to be safe. You don't want to give up another stroke.
Yeah, Jay.
There's nothing.
Wish you were here too. I probably will see you in Nashville most likely. I don't know. Don't know what I have planned prior to that. If I'll be in St. Louis or if I'll qualify for Worlds. Probably not, but we'll see.
I'm gonna try. I am probably gonna go to Vegas either way.
Yeah, that was my plan initially, but funny enough, 2 or 3 days prior to the Worlds announcement, I had a vacation package that was expiring that I had to book or whatever, and Vegas was one of the destinations. So I just picked a weekend, and it ends up being the weekend after that. It's my wife and I's anniversary, so we booked that weekend for Vegas. She's never been, and she's not like super excited to go either. But we booked that trip for Vegas, and I was trying to save it potentially if I needed it for the Worlds weekend. And then they announced Worlds, and it's the weekend before. So I don't know. I may be going to Vegas 2 weeks in a row, or I may be, I don't know. We'll see.
Don't stay out there.
No, I definitely am not doing that. I'm not doing that.
I was out there for 8 days, a year and a half ago, 2 years ago. That was a long time. Granted, we golfed like 6 rounds of. We played 6 rounds of golf, but
I've always been wanting to play the golf courses out there.
Yeah, we took a trip up to Mesquite, which is about an hour and a half away, and beautiful courses on the Utah border there. Beautiful golf.
Yeah, that sounds sweet. Let's see where they're at score-wise here. Just flipped over to D, Mouth, and Jaeger. Go.
I know Jaeger's in the cut, he said. He thinks he's in the cut.
D's got to be close. I don't know what D shot on Hollywood, but he was pretty close to the cut line.
Yeah. I'm sure Mouth is above the cut line right now.
So they're all clean right now. Yeah, through 3. I missed hole 1 on here. I had backspin and still went off the back of the green, then missed a chip coming back. So I was kind of deflated right off the get-go, but
missed a chip where?
On 1 of chip.
Oh, jeez. Chip? What? You had a chip on 1? It was.
I literally hit in front of the green, then hit the green with backspin, and it still, and then it went over the green.
Oh.
And it was actually a chush.
Dang.
And I just didn't chush it straight.
Dang. Yeah. I'm really good at that chush out of the sand. I do it all the time, you know.
Same. I actually love chushing, but missed
it
that
is
one.
fun. I'm about 65, 70% on my chushes. So it's getting there. And I mean, either way, do a chip. I'm not more precise than that. So.
Right. Yeah. Once you get the basis of it down, or the theory, and then you kind of modify. I feel like I'm pretty decent at knowing if I need a chush like 36 or 40 or 41 miles an hour or whatever, and then if I need to carry something extra in front of me or something like that. So. And then just started click chipping a little more too.
Yeah, I've been here for a few minutes. Does Chuckwagon wants to jump in? And looks like Jason Stark. Richard Swindell, yes, you are correct there. 3 to 4 days is the perfect amount of time in Las Vegas.
I'll be in Vegas on Wednesday, actually.
Oh, wow.
Wednesday to Sunday night.
Nice.
For March Madness.
Have fun.
All right,
that'll
thanks,
be
Ben.
great.
We're going to let Jason and Chuckwagon in here, and I'm going to grab something to eat.
Take care, guys. We'll probably be back later.
Hello again, everybody. It's Chuck Wagon, Jason Stark.
Howdy, howdy, everybody.
Quite a pair here, and we're gonna. Do you think Mouth has any trouble with the smoke screen when he's playing?
I don't think he does whatsoever.
No. Okay. All right. So we were asked to sit in here. We'll see what's going on in this match. It's not really a match. It's the last round of this group's qualifier. Very nice, getting our headsets adjusted, everybody. Thank you. This is Jaeger. Jaeger's an old school player, probably been playing almost as long as I have, Jason. I probably met him in the early 2000s.
I was going to say
2001.
Taylor, I think I met last year. Mouth, everybody knows Mouth.
Well, everybody knows probably Taylor too at this point, but Taylor was not, and no disrespect, he wasn't like an original guy. He wasn't there with Sobey or Eversole or some of those guys.
This is true. But Yeager and Justin Wilson and all those, I think I met them last year here. And I'm trying to think in the top of my head right now, and part of that brain is actually not working.
Yeager might have been the first glove guy.
I was just going to say, I think he...
Brian Micon. You ever heard of Brian Micon? Brian Micon wore a glove. He was Eversole's buddy. He played poker. He was a poker player. And actually had a moment of notoriety on the World Series of Poker. I think that he, you could probably find it on YouTube. He brought in some brochure from the room into the World Series of Poker, like the 10 ways that you might know that you have a gambling problem.
Yep.
And like as a guy, he's trying to look at him to see if he's bluffing or not. Pulls it out and starts reading off that was on the. It's pretty good.
Yep.
I may be telling it wrong, but it's out there on YouTube like everything else.
Yeah, but the way you said it is just so funny. That's
Well, Taylor just hold out. Very nice.
Okay, so Tim Glenn was actually the first white glove guy, so.
Oh, the first glove guy was Tim Glenn? Oh, gosh, Micon.
I'm just starting to notice right here, too, that the chat's right here, and I'm like, I'm about ready to pull my phone out, and I'm like, now I don't even need it.
We need an Eversole sighting. He could probably confirm this. Yeah, Tim was around. Tim's an old school guy. Tim was here last year. I took care of Tim last year because he likes Clamato and beer. And Stefan, who owns the joint here, I came in early. I said, Tim Glenn's coming in, and he said, okay. I said, do you have Clamato? He's going to want Clamato in his beer. So he had to send a kid to like 40 miles into Milwaukee to get a case of Clamato so Tim could drink correctly.
Wow. That made me speechless for like 2.5 seconds. I'm like, unbelievable.
Well, you may have met your match here. I taught Mouth how to chip, for Christ's sakes. So that's how old I am.
Well, for me personally, I just try to learn from the best, and 9 times out of 10, that doesn't always
it doesn't
swing through the fences, but I do the best I can.
I do think that there's something about players, new talent, coming as proteges from other guys that have been there before, and I'm not a great historian, but like. Almost everybody now that are listed as like top players sort of learned the tenets of the game from somebody else that had already played, and a lot of times played with other great players.
Oh yeah,
so
definitely.
It's almost like I don't know if it's exactly the same because it's a skill set, but it's like people always talk in the NFL about coaching trees and, how this coach has 8 guys that became head coaches, and those 8 guys have 12 guys that became head coaches, and you can go backwards in time and look at how they did stuff over time and what sort of breeds success. And I think in that way, actually, that's the fastest way to success. And not only that, I would say that if you haven't come to one of these tournaments and you're shooting 20, 22, 23, a really easy way, and I'm going to tell you even cheaper way of learning the game would be to come to one of these events and play with some of these guys and learn how to hit the shots. I mean, it's worth $1,000 or more games of gameplay just to actually get it in your head that some of these shots can be hit.
Yeah. I mean, you watch word of mouth. I mean, and all the world of streamers out there like Skip and Straight Line
and you do it.
And I do it too. I mean, I don't do much of the learning part of the game. I do mostly for the entertainment purposes of it.
You're the party.
Yeah, I'm the party guy. I'm the one that tries to bring in the people, so to speak. But if you watch word of mouth, he's the one that's going to be the teacher. I mean, if you come to one of these events and
I'm going to say this about Mark's game too. Mark's a power player. Everybody can't hit the maximum shot every time at the correct angle.
Mm-hmm.
There are other ways to play shots, and I know that this horse has been beat to death.
Yep.
But with the new balls, and I'm calling them new. Shit, they're not new anymore.
No, they're not.
But I think that the new generation really isn't learning all of the intricacies of the game as the game was designed.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I'm even looking at a difference between with Legacy and now with PGA. You're seeing you're seeing some forms of changes just between the two units just by themselves. I mean, I'm seeing there's three differences that I see between the Legacy and the PGA is, number one, the button layout. Number two, the NFC.
Well, that's something. So I'm going to address them as you go to them. The button layout. The buttons are the buttons. You're going to learn the buttons. It's frustrating at first if you're used to playing in a round in 11 minutes and 30 seconds, and you're by yourself.
Yep.
But the buttons are the buttons, and they're all there, and we're all gonna adapt.
Yeah.
All right, number two.
And then number two would be the NFC keypad reader, which before PGA even came out and before Live was around, and you had the older style 4 cabinets, which were just card swipes, which you could do your player card or your credit card. Now, I mean, they took that philosophy and they brought it to Live. And you don't see that anymore now with PGA. Like now our phones are now the latest technology now, which piles into the PGA. And then, I mean, if sometimes like if your NFC doesn't work, well, then your next best bet is to do the digital keypad.
Or if you're an old guy and you're like suspicious of all that stuff.
Yeah, this is true. Yeah, I didn't want to say it. You were the one that did, so I just kind of let the cards flow onto the table. But yes, I mean, if I told my parents how to play this stuff right now, they'd be looking at me like, huh? What? And I would be like, I need to bring you to one of these tournaments. And my mom and dad would, they wouldn't. They would
on camera there, Paul.
Oh, look at that! We got the legend.
I qualified with Paul.
We got the legend.
Yeah, I want to talk about how Paul qualified. He was probably the king of the hill qualifying after 4 rounds, and then, well, you guys can look it up.
Get some of that nice Luna chin. No wonder he walked away so fast.
And number 3.
And number 3 would be the putting scenario. I mean, I've noticed that with Legacy, putting has been it was fairly decent. You had your putts and whatever, but I'm noticing one thing with the PGA is that you have to literally like cut that ball to do some weird putting abilities. Like I've noticed it on mine, and I've only had mine for, what is it now, a weekend and almost a week and a half, and I'm noticing the putting scenario on it is just way different compared to what it was at Legacy.
Well, I would have disagreed with you completely, but my bar, Tavern 222, that I play at in the Chicago Loop, was probably one of the first places the vendor brought us in a new machine right out of the gate.
Okay.
And it took me a couple weeks to adjust, and I've been playing that for, I don't know how long it's been, but let's just say a year. I'm picking an amount of time. I've been playing on the new PGA platform, and now that I come back here to this, and all of this is all going to be PGA soon enough.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. So now that I've kind of snapped back to here, I am frankly shocked at the difference in not just putting, but cutting the ball, and maybe it's all in my head, but the graphics on the new game are unbelievably superior.
Oh yes, now that it's all running now in 4K, I mean that's just, I mean it's unbelievable.
I don't know the techie stuff about why that happens, but it's no pun intended, starkly different.
I appreciate you using my last name. No pun intended, none whatsoever.
So
that rolled right off the tongue. I loved it.
So you know, I'm a complete supporter of the new platform, and but I'm also old school enough, and not to again beat a dead horse, but the new balls I think take away from the skills of the game. That's my opinion.
Well,
and I was at a am I a stubborn old fart? Absolutely. I'm still playing grabbers. I refuse to change. It is what it is.
Well, I don't refer to you as an old fart, just FYI.
I shot okay. I shot pretty good for grabbers. I shot 26, 26, 25, 24, 23, let's say. I don't know exactly what I shot on the last course. But it wasn't horrible.
Well, for me personally, I shot, okay, I'm still a stout player. I have been stouts since 2019. I shot
You started with stout. You grew up with stouts.
Yeah, I started with stouts, and I love it. And now I'm starting to get into the stouts on the PGA. But today for 5-course qualifier, I did phenomenal on Easter, and I'm glad I did that. So right out of the gate. 20 on Petra, 24 on North Allen, and then I could start to see the rocks kind of tumbling down the cliff. 19 on Hollywood.
Oh, geez.
And then the ground started to sink more and more, and then I took a 9 under on Champ 99.
Well, listen, and that's another thing about for people that have never been here to participate in this event. You could go to your local watering hole, have a few beers, knock out 5 games in an hour and a half, and go home. It's not like that. You show up early here. You get a couple practice games in. Let's say you show up at 10:30 even. 12:30 start. Maybe you get a couple 3 games in, or you play some closest to the pin or something, and then you play your first round.
Yeah.
And then you sit. And then you play your second round.
And then you sit.
And what time is it? What time did we start?
Yep.
It's mentally taxing to qualify.
And to bring the point back up when you said like you come early and you get your practice games in, you can also, like when I came here this morning before the auction and all that stuff started, I got a couple rounds of the daily in, and I got a couple rounds of the money shot. And truth be told, the daily was on North Allen, if I'm saying that correct. Somebody will probably correct me in the comments or wherever. But I shot a 29 in the daily, and I said to myself, okay, if I could take that, I could take that into the qualifier. No, I blew my good round of North Allen in the daily and didn't save it for the qualifier. So I'm like, boom.
So I'm looking at the chat here. Mario's asking where he can access the bracket. Now, technically, the brackets haven't started yet. Today's the qualifier, but on the
PEGT.com
site, you could see the qualifiers. Oh, there's somebody. Thank you.
And the Golden Tee team just sent the link up there. So
if you click on that link, you can go there and see some of the scores now. Probably the first 3 rounds are on there, maybe the first 4. I don't know where everybody's at, but complete complete qualifying scores for all courses are probably not posted yet because people are at different points of their qualifying. Frankly, just like in real golf, where some guys in the Players' Championship today were already done with their 36 holes, and others had to play holes to get done, and so qualifying wasn't over yet. You know, people end at different times. So, thank you. So I guess
the first three are on
there.
there.
So
okay.
awesome.
So, and the first three I think were Easter, Petra, and Nord Allen. So they haven't done Hollywood and Champ 99.
Yep.
So, but I gotta ask you, Chuck Wagon. Now, what did you think of when you heard the news about Golden Tee 2022? What was your thought process on the 5 courses compared to what the courses were in 2021? Like we had Baja, Hidden Temple, Forest Knoll, Anse, and Monte.
At this event, those were the 5. This is what I think. I don't know. I heard there was a live stream on when they were picked, like the qualifying courses. I would have loved to have seen Eagle get picked. However, if there's 7 valid courses now and 5 of them got picked, then I think that's the way it is.
Yeah.
I don't think automatically Eagle should have been in there, but I'll tell you what, had Eagle been in there and had Eagle been the last course to be played,
yep,
you could have seen somebody come literally from 6 or 7 strokes out of the cut line and come back, and I think that would have been fun.
Oh yeah, definitely. So yes. We got Jill. We got Mark's wife here. Mark's wife here.
Play,
Chuck,
so.
I love hearing your voice, but I miss you. So, Jill, always a pleasure seeing you. We always try to keep your husband above water and all that stuff. So, but he's doing very well. It's always a good time seeing the mouth, no matter what. If it's on live stream or at a live event, it's always a blast seeing word of mouth.
So. On a little bit of a personal note, I was in Jill and Mouse's wedding.
Oh yes,
I stood up.
Okay, I didn't know that. See, there's so much about you that I don't know personally that I just kind of like to hide that under the table, so to speak.
There's a little history. There's a little history. Hey, TJ, what's going on, Whammy boy?
Whammy.
Where you at? You're not all COVIDed up still, right? Are you gonna, Tony? You gonna come to Chicago and watch some March Madness with me?
Okay, so we got some gift cards. Okay.
Since over here and thought you might take one off our hands, give it up for our live stream team and commentators in the chat, and we'll drop that GC in a few. So what do we need? We need so
we got to give it up for the live stream team here, the team that always puts the stream on together here at PEGT events, whether it's the Wisconsin Open or the Florida Open or whatever PEGT event it is. The stream team is top notch on getting everything prepared and all that stuff. Incredible
100%.
Technologies, always a pleasure seeing Kevin Lindsay and Adam and all of them. I mean, one of these days we got to bring, or I meant Andy, not Adam, sorry. But we got to bring Adam Kramer to one of these events. I know that
he hasn't been around for a while.
I know. The last time I saw Adam was at Worlds. So, I mean, I would love to see him again, but, I mean, that's probably going to be when.
So I'm sure that's been, we haven't listened to the whole stream, but do you have the lowdown on the Worlds? I heard it's in the sort of in the old part of Vegas on the old strip.
So from what I heard,
which is fun to me. That's kind of I like if I go to 3 days in Vegas, I spend one in the because the if you're going to gamble and play a little 3-card poker and some penny slots and do like play it the old school way.
Yep.
You can still do that in the old strip. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
So when I heard the news that Worlds was on Fremont Street,
Yep.
I'm like, well, that's the perfect location. I mean, you've got so much energy by Fremont there. You've got the live music, the lights, it's just, you don't know when you go to Worlds, there's so much to do. There's so much fun and entertainment that you can't take it all in one day.
I'm not sure that just in a room with these guys for 2 days is enough fun and entertainment. I mean, no offense to what I'm going to say, but it could be in Omaha, Nebraska, and it'd be crazy.
Yeah.
But
yes,
a
huge kudos to IT for getting Fremont Street for the next location for Worlds. I don't know how many people were qualifying and then how many people are going to actually show for Worlds this year, but I know it's going to be a huge turnout nonetheless. So,
I was in one Worlds, and gosh, I don't. It might have been it wasn't the one. It wasn't the one where different countries competed against each other.
Mm-hmm.
It might have been the second or the third, and the bathroom it was kind of in a ballroom, and there was a bathroom, and it was literally a half a mile away to walk to this other bathroom inside, inside the whole way. And I'm walking back from this bathroom through another ballroom that was unbelievably huge, and right in the middle of the room, from like a half a block away, I see a bill on the floor, and I'm walking, and I look down, and it was $100 bill sitting in the middle of the floor, and I picked it up, and I looked around like, is this a TV show? Like I'm, And,
is there going to be like a trick
nobody,
somewhere here?
I looked behind me, nobody was walking. I looked in front of me, nobody was walking. I put it in my pocket, went back and played more Golden Tee.
There you go.
Found $100 just laying right out in the middle of the
in the middle of the now somebody else they would pick up that $100 would probably take that $100 and go on the gambling floor and try to turn it into $2,000 or $1,000.
Well, I expect what happened is probably a disgruntled gambler had lost and he took $100 out
Yep.
And I got it.
Because I guarantee if I would have been the one picking up that $100, I would have been like, easiest $100 I made.
Jason, black 8 of the roulette.
Come on, baby.
All right, we're not watching much.
All right, yeah. Now
here.
we gotta get back here to some match play here as we are now getting down to the final.
They moved me to the game.
They moved the game. Something happened. Oh, somebody else. His mouse match must have gotten over.
Yeah, Mouth's match is over, so now we got Taylor.
Again, this is qualifying. These aren't really matches. Nobody's going to win or lose or get eliminated out of the tournament.
Yeah, that's tomorrow. So tune in tomorrow for match play. You guys will definitely be on. I know that. So, but yes, what Josh McDaniel was saying. Everybody hit the like button, subscribe. Yeah, I don't know if I don't think we have. Let's see how many likes this video or this stream got
I don't know if
today.
anybody's commented about Taylor, but look, he's got Taylor's hat that he's really wearing and his character are sort of similar. Look at that. It's like a little tiger cap and it's more of a wrestling motif with this, and he's got the orange going. He's got the orange shirt and the orange suit. I mean, I haven't seen anything like this since Skipper at one of the PCCs showed up with like a Scoutmaster outfit, and he was wearing it on the TV too. It was shocking.
You know, the one person I still haven't met yet at at a PE-GT event or anything, I haven't met Skipper yet. Out of everybody in the whole entire GT community, that is the one person I have not met yet.
Well,
is
I
Skipper.
doubt that's true. I could probably name several.
Actually, no. Truth be told, that Skipper's the only person I haven't met yet. I've met everybody from Straight Line Social Club. I've met Bryce Lepec. I met him.
Have you met Ryan Bourgeois?
No, I haven't.
Have you
Okay,
met
yep.
Chris
Okay,
Eversole?
I do take that back. There probably will be 8 or 9 people that you will probably throw out on the table, and I'd be like, huh?
Have you met Fuzzy Thurston?
No, I have
No.
not.
Have you met the Big Frosty?
No.
Well, yeah. I'm letting you know. Yeah, I'm the one that bridges this gap, Jason.
Yeah, I kind of figured as much. So Golden Tee asked the question, tomorrow is Championship Sunday. Who's going to take this thing? So, well, first off, I'm going to ask you, who do you think is going to win the Wisconsin Open? Yeah, who's going to take the prestige title?
Well, I have not seen qualifying. I'm going to assume all the guys that I might mention have qualified and will make the cut.
Because so far, right now, we got Jay Ware saying Luna, we got Jill
Luna,
saying the Mouth, and Josh
absolutely.
Taylor.
And those people are absolutely in the mix, no doubt about it. Let's talk about maybe some dark horses.
Okay.
Because we could all name the favorites. We all know the favorites: Luna, Potts.
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
Haas, all of them.
You're right. Who's a dark horse? How about Will Sanston?
Well, Will Sanston, yes. Alan Zarellin, or Alan Zarell.
Alzy, yeah.
Brian Roski for one. I mean, he could do well. Dave Sandmeyer. Yeah, there's so many names.
Well, I'm not. No disrespect to Dave, but Dave's probably not in the hunt.
True.
To win the championship.
He's here to just have a good time and drink a shit ton of Busch Light.
But I'm going to tell you, Dave can beat anybody in any one game.
Mm-hmm.
Dave's a lot like me. Nobody wants to play me in a single game. But I can't win 8 in a row. And that's in head-to-head competition, I beat Kins 3 times in brackets or a couple. I've beaten Evan. I've beaten Andy. But to beat those guys consecutively, and like the best I've done is 3rd, and that was a smaller tournament in Indianapolis several years ago. I got 3rd.
Well, there you go. Top 3 is actually not that bad.
Well, but these were small.
Yeah, those were small tournaments compared to what we have today.
And that was a 55-person tournament, not
Yeah.
155.
Yeah.
Way
So-
different.
Yeah, so there's like a huge.
Way different.
Yeah, so.
I'm trying to think, trying to sort of look around. I don't know about Jaeger. What about GVK?
Yeah, GVK too. I mean, that's another one too. Who else do we got here? Well, I see behind me we got Beatty. We got Bryce, who won last year. Bryce won purple bracket.
I'll tell you, a local player, Jason Minetti.
Yep, Jason. Yep.
I think he's at like 132 or 133, and he's been playing a lot. All you got, like they say in Vegas, a chip in a chair, right? If
Yep,
you're in,
chip
you're
in a chair,
you
yep.
You got a chance. I hit this green, actually. I eagled this hole. One of my only
another
eagles
person
on this
that
course today.
Another person I think that could make a huge run. I don't know if he made it in the main bracket, but Mark Gomez is another one too. I mean, Gomez actually won purple in Dallas. I think it was 2 years ago. So he's got a shot. Jason Lasavo. I mean, he's another top-notch player. I mean,
hey, sweet, how you doing?
we got.
Good.
And I like how she just does that, and then she just walks away when I don't even have a chance to say what I wanted to say. So, you know, I think there's another person too that I think that could win a lot too, but he's more of an employee than an actual player. I was gonna say Kevin Lindsay could make a hell of a run too.
Kevin can play. Kevin Kins. What about Kinsler?
Oh yeah, Kinsler. Yeah. Boy, I'm glad I got you around because all these names are just like.
Well, Jason, I think that I'm supposed to go to dinner here pretty quick. I see people putting on coats, and I'm supposed to go eat a steak. I need a replacement.
Well, let's see if I can find anybody here that would like to jump in. Give me one moment.
You got it, so I'll go solo here for a minute.
Hey, Mo, you want in?
I think he's going to dinner where I'm going to dinner.
I was going to say, I tried to get the mouth back on here, but apparently he's all golden teed out, as he said, so.
Got guys behind us playing the new platform. Here, Jason.
Okay, well, we'll have the two Jasons on here. We'll get.
Yep. I need to slap out.
My name's not Anita, it's Jason.
Yep, Jason. I didn't say well.
You said my name was Anita.
No, I said I need a replacement. Not hey Anita. Can you do it? Yeah. All right. Hey everybody, maybe I'll get in there tomorrow for a match. Thanks for having me.
It's always a pleasure having you on.
Thanks, buddy.
Yep. Always a pleasure.
Hello, hello.
All right.
You're not going to believe this.
I know that both Jasons
we
commentating.
Got a duo Jason scam stream.
Well, I wasn't going to go that far. I mean, but
it's full scam.
Well, yeah, full scamoids, as they call it.
I'm back. I'm back in full effect.
It's like you never left.
It's like I was here the whole time.
Yep. We just disguised you a little bit.
I got chuck wagon. All right. We're getting close to the end of this, right?
Yeah, this is it. This is down to the.
Did you hold this out?
I made it onto the hole, or I made it onto the green, and I made the birdie. But then 18, once the 18 comes up, I'll explain more. But
we're gonna get one more.
Okay, so we'll have one more
18-hole sesh after this. You're welcome, everyone. You thought we were going to be done. We're not done.
Nope.
We're just getting started.
Yep.
You guys are going to have 32 more minutes of Golden Tea, courtesy of High Noon. When you need a refreshing beverage with 100 calories and low carbs, get yourself a High Noon.
So apparently, Jayware, Johnson & Johnson. Nah, Jason and Jason.
there's like 5 Jasons here. You got 2 of the best. You're welcome. Oh, Taylor. Oh, man, he makes it look so easy.
I know.
He didn't even hit a full there either, and he still made it look easy.
He just went right for it.
I would have thought for sure he would have hit a full. That guy wakes up hitting 2 fulls before breakfast.
At least. Well, maybe more than 2, but who's counting?
Well, it's part of a balanced, nutritious breakfast.
This is true.
2 eggs, 2 fulls, and a side of hash browns.
Don't forget the orange juice.
Toast. Justin Wilson with a beauty. This hole's so frustrating. Like, it's just, what do you do in hole 17? I hate when it's back on the other side and you can hit it into the tree, like off the tee box. Full scam, BS. Like, you're having a nice champ day, and then they put you where you could just club it, thumb it right into the tree. No, thank you. Another nice shot. You can't get shotties at 63 yards. We've learned that today.
Actually.
All right, so what was your qualifying score? What did you shoot?
Oh, let's see. Well, if I could do math in my head, 30 on Easter, 20 on Petra.
50.
24 on North Allen.
74.
19 on Hollywood.
93.
9 on.
What the F beans, bro?
I know.
This hole?
Yeah, I shot 9 on Champ
Oh.
99. And the only reason why was because of hole 18.
Jason, the handicap tournament was yesterday.
We need to focus on what's going on today, not what happened
He's set
yesterday.
his tee. You got to set your tee before you hit the shot.
Well, I did that, but I couldn't do it a spinny whatever to get it up over the trees. So I just laid up, and I ended up watering it 3 times.
Yeah, that'll do it.
So
straight cheese, baby. Straight
yeah.
cheese, homie.
So yeah, I have a fear that in match play, I think the two rivals for me are going to be Eagles Peak and Champ 99.
If I spin one of the 7 courses from 2022, I'm screwed. If I get Misty, I got a chance. I hope I spin Misty all day tomorrow.
Well, isn't that the classic course of the week?
Yeah.
I didn't even know that was allowed.
It's not allowed. But I'll make it allowed. If there's like a newbie coming in and I'm playing him, because I might be in the pink bracket or something, I don't know. I'm going to be like, oh, yeah, Misty, it's classic that we would play this.
Yeah.
It's going to be pretty sweet. All right, so you were on here for a while. Have you seen anyone hit the green? It looks like it's an easy green.
I've seen Mouth come close. That's about the only person, unless I'm not paying attention, which I'm usually not. But I haven't seen anybody get like a bounce over
not going to cut it.
No, that's going to be wet.
No bueno, as they say en Espanol.
Well, I'm glad you know Spanish better than me. I'm just saying.
Mi español muy bueno, por favor.
Yeah, you want a shot?
What kind of shot?
Looks.
Why is everything Washington with you? Balky's buying us shots. You're buying. I'm drinking while you're buying, brother.
What shot are you doing?
It doesn't matter. You're still talking.
Scammeyer, what did you shoot? You told 128? I beat you by 129, baby. We had a full bet on last night that he doesn't remember. Well, it was 20 on who was qualified better, and then another 20 on if someone made the cut and another person didn't. Double check it. I don't want to touch the money. I don't want to touch the money yet. Look.
You're not going to make the main.
Ooh.
I know. What? Oh, for today? 129. 130. Sorry, I was asked what I thought the cut was going to be and what my score was. I think I'm 1 off. They let Bacon qualify, who's not even here. He shot 130. I think that's going to bump me to 33 for sure. I'm going to be 33. There's 2 Jason Starks in Wisconsin Dells. Dells or Delis? What is
Dells.
that?
Dells.
What does that mean?
That's where I live.
Oh.
And he thinks there's two of me in the Dells when in reality there's only 1.
Is that because you multi-card the money shot?
I'm
just kidding. Come on, man.
I know. I'm
joking.
I'm so slow on the jokes. It's not it's not even funny. All right, so we got who do we got here? Stel, Mace, Sky, and
that's got to be this has got to be typos, right? These can't be real names.
Well, Stefan is the owner. We
I know
that.
I'm joking. Jeez, come on.
Wow.
When you can't take a joke, but you need a refreshing beverage, get yourself a High Noon. 100 calories, low carb. It's fizzy. It's refreshing. High Noon.
Okay, that's Damian Sullivan.
Dag nasty. Well, they're playing Champ. That's a good sign. They didn't get moved over, and they're only playing like Nord or something. I've seen that before.
Yeah.
Yeah, Stefan's cool dude. This guy is the owner of the Sussex Bowl.
Yep. Him and his wife Cassie.
The two of them are like super cool in my book, and they chip like freaking champs.
Well, Stefan is. I haven't seen Cassie play, so
I've never seen her play before.
Yeah, so.
I'd like to take a moment and remind you all that you should be liking and subscribing. Like the stream, subscribe to the channel.
Yeah,
send us comments.
Pound that thumbs up button.
Pound town the thumbs up, bros. Send us comments. I don't know who's all on. I mean, I know Jay Ware's on. I was wishing I was going to play chess with Jay Ware this weekend, but that didn't happen. We got some cool peeps on here.
Well, as of right now, we have got, if I can look here at the chat, we've got, well, the chat's up there, but I can find out how many we got watching right now. We got 81 people watching the stream right now.
Oh, nice.
So there's a total of 81.
82 now.
And we have...
I'm going to get on. I'm going to make a comment on the stream. That way, like, I get a chance to win a gift card or something.
We only have 34 likes on this stream. We need to make a poll if this stream can get over 100 likes before 10 o'clock tonight. How about that?
Wait, say that again in slow motion.
Okay, we need to get this stream to 100 likes before 10 o'clock tonight, and we only have 34.
Oh, you guys. I'm not mad, I'm disappointed. Biddy. Man, I wish I made the Biddy Open this year. We looked into it like several times. We really tried. But we are going to go. We're going on an Alaska cruise in June. We're going to be in Seattle. I was talking to Jager and Baki about it. So we
no
will.
F-bombs.
Oh, wow. That was Painter. Hey, we're actually on the live stream this time, Painter.
Yeah.
It's not you just talking to yourself. So, Biddy, I'm hoping we can get something together and see you guys.
Getting those Austin Powers spams when Jay.
Oh wow!
Lord, what do we got here?
Ladies and gentlemen,
what is
this? It's red Washington Apple from the great state of Washington. Thank you, Balky. Hey, to a great weekend, to great friends.
Oh yeah, always a blast.
Great times and full scams.
All right.
Salute everybody. Okay, wow.
Oh Lord.
So they gave us a shot of NyQuil apparently. That
the nighttime sniffling, sneezing, coughing, aching, stuffy head fever, so you can sleep easy.
We're gonna be asleep in 12 minutes. We're not even gonna make it through this last.
And
stream.
I'm surprised I said all that in one solid sentence.
That was solid, actually.
I can't believe it.
What did you hit? Did you cutty a 6? Did you hit a high 8 over? What
I hit a high 6 on this one, and it went. I must have hit it way too hard, and I watered it.
Oh, not good. I hit a high 8, but I ended up just off the fringe on the right, and then I click chipped it in. I was very happy.
Pete Biddy, I don't know if I gave you that, Pete. I don't know.
He was talking. I hate to break it to you, but if anyone's given Pete Biddy wood, it's this Jason. And you can take that to the bank. When you've just tried a refreshing NyQuil shot and you need to wash it down with something cool and refreshing, you got to grab yourself a High Noon. Low carb, low calorie, high fizz, great flavor, High Noon. Get yourself a 4-pack today.
High Noon is going to hire you in a heartbeat.
If High Noon does not sponsor the next stream, I'm boycotting. Oh, sit. Stefan with the tree, I think, saved him from the water.
Any word on the Sean Tickner Classic this year? I think you would know more about that than I would, to be perfectly honest.
I haven't seen anything. Unfortunately, he always does it in July, like on our Jackie and our anniversary. He usually does it that weekend, so we don't go out to do there. But I would love to make it one time. If I could ever win the lottery or something, I will be Richard King up in this junk and go to every tournament possible.
Well, isn't that what you normally do, is go to every tournament?
No, I go to 5 out of 6 Peggotts, and I go to Worlds, sometimes as a spectator.
Okay.
Sometimes as a money shot guru. Nice chip,
wow.
Stefan.
Stefan on fire. Well, you guys went to Florida, right?
We live in Florida.
Oh, duh, yeah. So Florida's always one that you guys would definitely go to. Sussex, yes.
Sussex is legit. It's the only one that sounds like a true championship event because it's the Sussex Bowl.
Yep.
Like the Orange Bowl or the Rose Bowl, the Sussex Bowl. It's got flair to it.
Yep.
We'll see tomorrow. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks again. And then
I feel like there should be an actual cup, a Sussex Bowl cup that you win.
I know, right?
That you could hoist.
I mean, I wish Stefan was watching this right now. He would take these ideas and just jot them down as he's hitting each shot. He'd be like, okay, they mentioned a shot cup. They mentioned this. They mentioned that.
What did you hit here? I actually went all the way down to that last part
I went
of the
to
fairway.
the spot where Stefan's going right now.
And then I almost holed it out, but I didn't hold it out.
But
I just liked going long here because then you have the wind. Like, you've got a good wind, favorable wind there.
But in reality, you wanted to hole out, right?
I always want to hole out. If I can hit the hole, I'm excited. You don't have COVID, do you?
No. None whatsoever. Nope.
Nope. Where is... Hey, guys, it's getting late. Can you finish this game up? They're all on a full break here. They're on a full break. They're
texting their girlfriends or
wives.
wives.
Did you clock out, or are you just scamming? There we go. Thank you.
All right.
Damian Sullivan. With a sweet haircut. I actually like the Damian Sullivan haircut. I can't grow hair on that area where he grows it, or I would do something like that. Oh, baby!
Oh, off the flagstick.
Are you kidding me? These guys. No wonder why they got moved over. These slow pokes, they don't even know what's going on.
But
Mr. Anderson, we will try our best not to drink too much, but I can't guarantee anything.
Okay, so yes, if you do visit pegttour.com, it will have all the qualifying scores and such, and there will be no bracket play until tomorrow. So,
Mario, thank you for the like. We appreciate it. We want to get out there to everyone, and the best way to do that is for you guys to like the stream and subscribe, because that helps the metrics. Then, like, when someone just goes to youtube.com, it shows up and it's like, oh, there's PEGT National Golden Tee Tour.
Yep.
Let me see what the heck that is. Then they see it. Then they like the stream. More people see it. They're like, I gotta go to the next one. I gotta go to St. Louis.
Yep.
Then they're commentating, and then they're telling their friends to hit the like button.
Yep.
And it blows up from there. So it all starts with you guys. And that's what we want at the end of the day. But yeah, Mario, today is qualifying. We're playing all 5 courses. All 5, like that makes any sense.
Yeah.
We're playing 5 courses on the qualifier. It's going to seed us, and then we'll play some head-to-head matches tomorrow, which is going to be very exciting. We got great players here, and we're here too.
Yep.
So we'll play some Golden Tee, but there's also other great Golden Tee players. We got the main bracket. We got the purple bracket. We got the pink bracket. I don't think we get into the copper here.
No, there wasn't enough players for a copper.
But main bracket is where you're going to get the best sweet Golden Tee action you can see. Purple bracket, you get a Worlds qualifying spot for 2024, which is pretty cool.
Yep.
Pink bracket, you get to see people, I don't know, shoot Golden Tee scores or something.
Yeah.
As a former pink bracket champion, I could tell you, sometimes it's nice to be in the pink.
This is true.
Never lost in the pink.
Well, when you first started playing, you were a pink bracket player.
When I first started playing, my first tournament, there was 59 people.
Okay.
So there was a mini purple, and I was like 57th of 59. I was like a 12 handicap back then, I think. Maybe a 10. I don't know. But, I started coming to these events, and I learned a lot from such great people.
Mm-hmm.
And I've become like a halfway decent Golden Tee player. Someone who just misses the cut.
And you always know that everybody in the Golden Tee community loves a Le Chavo.
Well, they love Jackie's the one everyone. Here's the deal. Like, I know, like, people say they like me, but I know that they say they like me because they want to go and talk to Jackie because everyone likes Jackie. I'm not an idiot. I'm not stupid. I mean, come on. Pete Biddy texted me. He wants you and I to play chess together.
Okay, I'm going to tell you right now that if you and I play chess, you'll be actually teaching me how to play because I don't know how to play chess, unfortunately.
Look at this sweet. Biddy, I'm showing Stark your chess set that you made.
That is actually
like
really
a nut
brilliant.
And bolt, like super sweet ass. Ooh.
Nuts and
Spoiler.
bolts.
Oh, I got to beat myself. Nuts and bolts chess set. That's one of the coolest chess sets I have ever seen in my life.
Indeed.
I didn't say it. I said, oh, sorry. Someone's talking in my head. I'm allowed to say the A word. I'm not allowed to do F-bombs. I was told no F-bombs, but A-bombs and B-bombs.
S-bombs.
Definitely no C-bombs.
Oh, no, we don't want.
Keep it classy, bro. Whoa, no. Oh, he put release on that. That was an accident.
Hey, it's like Ron Burgundy. You keep it classy, San Diego.
Yeah, exactly. He put release on that. That was definitely an accident, and that chip was horrendous. Have we gotten a High Noon sponsorship yet? I'm just curious.
I don't think we got the letter in the mail. We didn't get an email. We didn't get a phone call, so. Oh, Lord.
We got a cease and desist from the High Noon people.
Uh-oh.
Whose $20 bill is this?
I don't know, but if nobody claims it with it.
Why is there. People are just. You can't
How
hide
does he
money.
know that we're. Oh, wait a minute. I got the $20 bill in my hand. No wonder he knows I'm holding it in my
was
hand.
Someone trying to hide money? Because you can't hide money here. Just pass it along and double it.
Well, what's the
$20
test? I don't
pass
know.
along and double it. What's C-bomb? C-bomb?
Okay, let's drop another gift card, friends. Give it up for me.
Oh!
All right.
Can I also comment in the chat and get a gift card?
Yeah, please. I desperately need it.
I can't cast and get a gift card. Full scam.
Oh, boy.
All right, ladies and gentlemen.
Scamoids, effectoids.
Since Stark and I cannot get a Golden Tee gift card,
man.
But you guys, if you comment, like, subscribe in this chat, there's a chance you can win a Golden Tee gift card.
Oh, wait a minute. Now he's saying we can? I mean, 1 minute he's saying.
I smashed that like button. Like
I'm smashing the like button right now. It's time to Hulk smash.
We're talking like everyone can hear Andy, and no one can. The only people who can hear Andy is the two of us. This is where it gets
I just hit that like button, so I'm on my way to a gift card, baby. Let's go.
Stark just disliked the stream. How rude, bro.
I said I liked the stream.
You went full dislike on the stream?
No, I went from being.
Oh, we got cut off. Oh, we're getting cut off now.
Oh man. No, I'm not cut off. I'm still on.
Thank you, Mike D. Appreciate it.
But no, I just went
Scotty J.
I just went full Hulk mode and smashed the like button.
Scotty J. How you doing, buddy? Thank Curtis. Curtis Abercrombie, is that your real last name? That's cool, man. People have such cool last names.
Luke, can I get a High Noon instead of a gift card?
Luke, classic. When you're thirsty for a gift card and you're looking for the next best thing, try a High Noon. With only 100 calories, a low-carb, refreshing carbonated beverage, your whole day is going to be looking up. High Noon.
I'll take a case of Busch Light and an Attaboy.
All day. All day I'll take a Busch Light and Attaboy.
Attaboy.
Attaboy. Is there still Golden Tee going? Oh, they're on hole 13.
Yeah, they're on hole 13.
Oh,
wait. Oh!
The sponsorship worked, ladies and gentlemen. You're not going to believe this. Finally, after all, people say dreams don't come true.
But this one did.
But you put it out there, and it comes back to you tenfold.
Amen. Oh, and it's even pineapple, too.
If you haven't tried the Pineapple High Noon, I got to tell you, you're missing out. No sugar added, 100 calories, gluten-free. It's the healthiest beverage you could have at a Golden Tee tournament. High Noon vodka soda pineapple, made with real juice. Oh, if anything, this stream is refreshing.
Oh, God, yeah.
This is a refreshing stream.
Yep.
That sounded weird. You guys are gross. Stop it.
I almost thought for a moment when he brought you a High Noon, I thought he was going to bring me a Busch Light, but unfortunately.
You got full scams. Here, how about I give you. Wait, listen to this, guys. You want to hear what a High Noon sounds like?
Ooh.
Oh. If that doesn't sound refreshing.
Oh, that is just refreshing by itself.
I don't know what does.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, baby.
Oh, salute. Cheers.
CJ just like applauded our High Noon.
Oh, that is pure
Bye,
genius.
Jade. We'll see you tomorrow. Oh, was my 20. That's my 20. I forgot.
Yeah, because Sandmeyer was the one that gave it to you. Andy, you be quiet.
I totally forgot. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. The whole time it was my 20. Thank you, Jade. Oh, 88 feet. Longest putt. You think you're not going to see good golden tee on a Saturday of qualifying?
And it actually comes from the owner of the bowling alley. What, out of all people?
I hope it's a machine that stays in the bowling alley so he can go back and see that he has the longest putt.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, no Eagles Peak on the qualifier. I really wanted Eagles Peak because I figured by this point of the day, people are so tired, worn out, thirsty for a High Noon that they would get Eagles Peaked hard time.
Oh, yeah.
And I thought that would squeeze me into the main. But we no Eagles Peak, no Neha, no Eagles. Very sad. But you know what? You know what we do have here is High Noon. A refreshing beverage. Gluten-free, low-calorie. Get yourself a High Noon today.
I'm starting to think like this is Pee-wee's Playhouse, and for every time you say High Noon, you got to scream at the top of your lungs.
If you think, if this works, I'm going to be talking up Ferrari at the next stream, just saying. You know, we're one step at a time. Here we go. I went up in this sand. I was so angry. I was one better, and I ended up on that left sand. Somehow I was beside myself.
Wow.
If I missed the cut, it's because I went into that sand and I had to lay up.
Ouch.
And then after I laid up, I got myself a High Noon. A 100-calorie, gluten-free, refreshing pineapple beverage.
Drink a High Noon.
Drink a High Noon. That'll make you feel better. Is your qualifying score not up to par?
Drink a High Noon.
But you want to feel better? Get yourself a High Noon. Feel better today.
You know, I bet you next year at this event, Stefan's going to order like pallets of High Noon.
It's going to be plastered, High Noon plaster.
You think the beer right there is that high? Wait till you see more of like High Noon up to the ceiling. He'll look at the camera system and be like, oh, crap, I blocked one of my cameras with High Noon.
Are we doing doubles stream or no? No doubles. Sorry, guys.
Nope.
Kevin said he's worked enough today and he's going to go and get dinner. If Kevin was here, we would have streamed it, but because Kevin's leaving, Kevin's clocking out. He's put his coat on. Full Kelvin lazy scam.
Kevin doesn't. Kevin said that he's had enough of us today. Which kind of it kind of makes us feel sad that he's leaving us.
Bye, Kelvin Lazy. It was good seeing you. Enjoy your dinner. Maybe if I had a GoPro, I would like slide.
You are never Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Sneaky stream. We need a GoPro with Wi-Fi so we could sneak stream our own.
And then you know what else you need on top of that? Get yourself a High Noon.
When you've got a GoPro sneaky stream going, but you're a little thirsty, pick yourself up a High Noon. Vodka soda with pineapple, made with real juice. 100 calories, gluten-free, low carb. Does it get any better than a High Noon? So Andy just double dared me that I couldn't get a GoPro live stream going. Here's the deal, Andy, and I love you to death, and he's going to cut me off as I'm saying this. But if you give me the tools to make something happen, I will make it happen. Now, I don't think we have a GoPro with Wi-Fi enabled, like a GoPro 9 or 10 that does it. But if we did, I could probably make it happen. Oh, that's in the water. I would do it. I would do the stream on the Golden Tee website. But, you know, hey. We're going to do a Jason at night stream, and it's going to get dirty. You think? Oh, man. A Jason at night stream is something else. You've seen all these strokes these guys have been doing? Oh no. They're hitting way more strokes after dark.
Oh, how many have you had? High noon.
Hashtag high noon. Get this chip. Oh, what does he do? Oh, he's playing safe chippies. This is the end of the day, safe chippies. Unsafe chippies. That was hashtag unsafe chippies.
Yep.
I wish we were streaming the doubles. I could strap a diaper on and get a bucket, 2 buckets of Busch Lights, and I could stream all night long.
Well, wait a minute. Why get 2
all
buckets of Busch
night
Light
long.
when you would get 2 buckets of High
All
Noon?
night. Hey, look. Hey, until High Noon comes through, I'm drinking Busch Lattes, baby.
Okay.
I'll switch to High Noon.
You heard it here, folks.
The second the sponsorship comes through, I'm switching. Until then.
No Sunny D seltzers.
I want some purple stuff seltzers. Oh, good try, and then the water. Oh.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, my goodness. OJ, purple stuff, Sunny D seltzer. That would be a cool adult Sunny D seltzer commercial, like a throwback.
Mm-hmm.
Would be adult Sunny D's with alcohol in them. When you want constant heartburn and a buzz, get yourself a Sunny D seltzer. 9% alcohol, 12% acidity. Definitely carbs. It's carbed up. Oh, you got the COVID. I know you do.
No, I don't.
That's COVID.
It's all that hard laughter, and it takes a lot on my innards.
Let me give you a refreshing High Noon beverage to wash down that cough. When you have a cough and you're not sure if it's COVID, drink a High Noon.
Why do I feel like this whole entire commentating is nothing but High Noon?
100 calories and no coughs. Drink a High Noon.
I think we better get them on the phone like ASAP, like right now. We've done like so many plugs for them in that. I don't know how long we've been on camera here, but we've done so many plugs for them. They would think,
If this doesn't get a High Noon sponsorship, I'm going to be so angry. They could sell 150 High Noons if they would get on board. All right, we're getting to the end of the road.
Yeah, we are.
For Saturday.
Yep.
We're coming up on hole 18. Last group, I'm assuming. No more stream after this. So you guys, if you haven't liked it, you need to do it now because this stream's about to be over. Like my chances of making the main, over.
Well, no, that'd be me saying my chances of making the main are over. So
I hate to say it, but I don't think a 9 cuts it.
Yeah, I don't think so either. That's like me. Oh, actually, no. It was the first year that I came to the Sussex tournament, and I took a -4 on what was it? I
like that you have to
Forest. No, I took a -4.
It's sad that you have to preface it with a negative, like to say that it was possible that it was a +4. Don't think that he would shoot a +4. It was a -4, people. Slow down.
If I ever shot a plus in a qualifier, I would take 2 weeks off and then quit.
Full quit.
But yes, it has been a pleasure.
Oh no, another water ball.
Oh boy.
All right, so guys, we're seeing a lot of water balls to finish this up. You got to understand, we've been playing Golden Tee for 12 hours. It's a long day. We've been drinking high noons. But tomorrow, I hope you stick around, come back tomorrow, get on the new stream. The Golden Tee tomorrow is going to be insane. We have some of the best Golden Tee players in the world here. And 2 Jasons who also play Golden Tee.
Yep.
And you're going to see shots you've never even seen before.
Oh, yes. Definitely. Well, they'll come from you. I mean, if they want to watch some weird shots, all they have to do is just watch my previous streams.
So, as we close out, just keep in mind, keep your Sunday open. Wake up. Here's what you're gonna do. I'm gonna lay out the day tomorrow for people, right?
Mm-hmm.
And this is optional. You don't have to do all this, but you're gonna go to bed early because we're gonna cut the stream, right? You got to get a good night's sleep, 8 hours, right? You're gonna get 8 hours rest. You're gonna wake up. You're gonna work out, right?
Yes.
You're gonna do a little walk. You don't have to do like something crazy, but go out, get a walk around the block, get the blood flowing, right? You're gonna get yourself a cup of coffee.
Or a high noon.
Easy, I'm getting there.
Okay.
I'm getting there. You're gonna get yourself a cup of coffee, breakfast, maybe 2 eggs, hash browns, bacon.
A couple fulls.
Full breakfast. You're gonna maybe go to your religious ceremony. You're gonna come back. You're gonna get yourself a 4-pack of high noon, and you're gonna get on the stream, and you're gonna spend the next 9 hours watching Golden Tee.
What more could you ask for?
And it's gonna be incredible. 9 hours plus of Golden Tee tomorrow. We're gonna see some of the best players in the world. We're gonna see Andy Haas's. We're gonna see Mouth McClevich's. We're going to see Evan Gossetz's. We're going to see Jason Starks's. We're going to drink high noons, 100 calories, gluten-free. And we're going to have a good day. So thank you all for sticking around. We appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed today. If you enjoyed today, you are going to love tomorrow. So come back. We love you. Please. Silver, starting 11 a.m. Get on, please. We'll see you tomorrow. Peace out.
Have a good night, everyone.